Okay. A very good morning to one and all. On behalf of IEDC-IIC ED Club of St. Peter's College, Kolanjeri, we happily welcome you to the event. Today, we have gathered here for the final round of Impresa 2 National Level Inter-Collegiate Business Presentation Competition 2022-23, sponsored by Synthate and Love Talks. We had conducted our phase around which 20 teams had participated, out of which we had selected 6 to present their ideas today along with a product launch video. Let Impresa 2 be a stage for molding new ideas from the prominent minds of the youth. It's a mark of our underlying tradition to invoke the Almighty at the beginning of an important event. Let's start this event with a silent prayer. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Sona S. Dev, IEDC Nodal Officer and IIC Convener of St. Peter's College, Kolancheri, for welcoming address.
Good morning to one and all attending this Impresa 2 business presentation competition. Today it's a prestigious moment for St. Peter's College, especially for two reasons. One is that we are successfully conducting this national level idea presentation competition for the second time. Last year also we conducted it. This is the second time in a row that we are conducting this program. Other thing is that we were able to serve the IEDC-IIC team of St. Peter's College has successfully published a book entitled An Idea Can Make Your Life, Innovation and Entrepreneurship in Higher Education. We have completed publishing this book, and the cover page of which will be released during the process during this session. So we are happy that we are really happy that so many of you have attending this session. All of us are aware that the innovation and entrepreneurship are two key building blocks of the economy of any country. So despite the rapid progress that India has achieved in our economic growth, we are still we are not amongst the top innovative nations of the world as per the Global Innovation Index. So a country like India, to improve, should use its demography for promotion of innovation. So we can focus on the youth and by providing them all the opportunities to explore their hands in the area of innovation and entrepreneurship. This exactly is what both the central and the state governments are striving for, and we are also trying to make our small contribution by igniting these innovative minds through the conduct of such ideathon competition. With this brief introduction, let me come to my duty of delivering the welcome speech. At the behest, let me welcome our respectful principal, Dr. Shaju Verghese, has been the main pillar of support for all our activities related to innovation and entrepreneurship in our college. And let me also welcome our judges for this event, Dr. Vinod B., Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, NSS College of Engineering, Palakkad, and Ms. Manju Alex, Head, Department of Business Management, Chinmaya College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Tripunithura. Their biodata speaks about their achievements and expertise in this field of innovation and entrepreneurship. We are grateful to them for readily accepting our invitation. I also welcome Dr. Renu Susan Samuel, the President of IIC and Assistant Nodal Officer IEDC, to this event. I would also like to welcome all the participants of this event, the students and faculties from various colleges across India, as well as our own college. Some of the authors who have contributed chapters to our book, the book which we published, are also attending this session. We wholeheartedly welcome them all to this session. A special mention of appreciation to the student leads who have who are very much instrumental in the successful conduct of this event. I would also like to express our gratitude to the overwhelming responses from students across the country. In fact, almost 16 teams had registered for the event, out of which 6 teams have been shortlisted and have entered this final session, which we are going to witness. I wish all of them the very best. Let this program serve as an inspiration to all the other students who are boarded online to watch this event. Let's make the dream of Atmanirbhar Bharat come true. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's our great pleasure and first and foremost duty to welcome the pillar and foundation of our institute. With all respect and pride, we welcome our principal, Dr. Shaju Wagi sir, for the presidential address and inauguration of the event. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, very good morning to one and all. Respected Sona Miss, Renu Miss, and very respected judges of this program, Vinod sir and Manju teacher, and all the participants for this final round of Impresa, dear teachers and dear students. Actually, it is a very proud moment for St. Peter's College because two functions are conducting through this online meeting. One is national level Inter-Collegiate business presentation competition, and the second one is the release of our book titled An Idea Can Make Your Life. Two moments are actually going to be happen now. First of all, I would like to congratulate the team members of IEDC-IIC ED Club of St. Peter's College, Dr. Sona, Dr. Renu, and other members. And the participants from all over India actually joined in this group, and the teachers and other students, those who are contributed for the book, also joined in this group. Actually, I would like to thank the team members and the members, those who are written something to this good ideas to this book. And now this moment, I would like to inaugurate this Impresa 2 national level intercollegiate business presentation competition with your permission, first of all. And I think next moment, the book cover will be released soon. And all the best for the 6 teams, those who are participated in this program. And the preliminary round, there is 16 members were participated, and my special congratulations to them also. And all the best for the program. Officially, I inaugurate this Impresa 2 2022-23. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. On the encouragement from our principal and the management of our college, the SPC IEDC-IIC was able to take the initiative to publish the book titled An Idea Can Make Your Life, Innovation and Entrepreneurship in HIAs. We received excellent responses from the faculty members and research scholars at national level. Now I request our respected principal to release the cover page of the book.
എന്താ ചെയ്യണ്ടേ?
Sharanya, please share the screen. Video share ചെയ്തോളൂ Sharanya.
Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, good. Thank you. Good.
Thank you, sir. A person with great vision and mission is an icon of hard work. It's about crossing all boundaries of excellence with great spirit towards profession. Once again, I wholeheartedly welcome our judges to this event, Impresa 2. It's a great privilege to introduce Dr. Vinod V., Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering, NSS College of Engineering, Palakkad. He is a member of Expert Valuation Committee of APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, a member of Startup Cell APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University, a core committee member of a Kerala Development Innovation and Strategy Council Palakkad. He is also coordinator of IEDC, IPR Cell, Placement Cell, and Skill Development Cell. A warm welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I gladly welcome Mrs. Manju Alex, HOD of Department of Business Management, Chinnaya College, Tripunithura. She had over 21 years of experience in the field of business management. It's a great privilege to welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now, without wasting much time, let's move towards the presentation competition. Before that, for the information of judges, participants, and audience, we would like to share the rules and regulations of Impresa 2 competition. Presentation should be with the support of MS PowerPoint. Each team will be provided a total of 12 minutes, 10 minutes for presentation and 2 minutes for the product launching video. The product launch video should not exceed 2 minutes. The presentation and video will be followed by interview with a panel of judges. And also, there will be a warning bell after 10 minutes and a final bell will ring 2 minutes later. Okay. Let's begin the competition. And first, we call upon our team number 6, Apurva Kapanis and team, as they have a university exams afternoon. So, inviting the team for the presentation. All the best.
Yes, ma'am. Share करो screen.
Please start sharing your PowerPoint. Team number 6, please do not waste time.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Hello. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Sippers Cafe. Oh, there's so much rush today. Yes, there's sun outside and lot of people are ordering cold coffees and milkshakes in the cafe today. Lot of straws and waste. Where to decompose this waste? Yeah, there's lot of straw waste and there are no government dustbins outside. So where these straw waste has to be decomposed? Do you have a solution? Yes, straw maize is a solution for this. What is straw maize? Can you just explain me? Let us go through the journey of straw maize. What is straw maize? Zea maize is a scientific name for corn husk. Straw plus maize is equal to straw maize. So, after finding problems in plastic and paper straws, a new idea for eco-friendly straw was invented. Straw maize is an ideation where a straw is made from the corn husk. The outer coverings of the corn cobs are used. Why straw maize? The plastic straws have created problems at global level, adverse effect on the food chain. Plastic straws are also not easy to decompose at primary levels in cafes and restaurants. Paper straws also don't decompose till 180 days, and possibility of small creatures to compose water paper straws both at local and global level is more. Metal straws are also not easy to clean, and paper straws get soggy after some time. Children sometimes chew straws while sipping, which can be harmful in paper and plastic straws and create harmful effects in the child health. How straw maize? This is the procedure where we see how straw maize is made. The corn husks are separated from the corn cobs. As we can see in the picture, the corn husks are washed with jet sprays and brushes to clean it thoroughly. The husks are cut into strips in the desired size as per the requirement of the straw. The strips are dried and then rolled. Then they are horizontally rolled over the machine stick at 45-degree angle.
Then the straw is covered with beeswax and beeswax absolute, which is a yellow beeswax treated with alcohol. And these beeswax is also used as stiffening agent in some foods. Now we see why plastic straw is harmful. It is made of propylene. The addition of plasticizers in plastic straws. Plastic straws are very prone to ending up in waterways, sewage, and landfills due to non-efficient waste management, which ends up in oceans. They do not decompose for 200 years and they are not biodegradable. Break down into microplastic that ends up in our food chain and which ultimately endangers marine life by ingestion. Now we see why paper straws are harmful. Some governments have banned paper straws too. So have the paper straws have adverse effect on the ecosystem, global warming, soil erosion, and extinction of animals. Production and recycling of paper straw increases water consumption, which can lead to harmful effects. Possibility of small creatures to consume paper straws may last for 180 days before it breaks down fully. Now, we see the properties of corn husk. Corn husk is generated as a byproduct during the processing and collection of corn. Corn is the second largest agricultural crop of the whole world and is easily available. Byproducts is currently being studied due to their rich availability, less expense, and biodegradability. There are a variety of advantages of corn husks. Reinforced composites, it includes advanced mechanical properties, heat resistance, sound absorption, and flame resistance. Now we see some of the biodegradable straws. Polylactic acid straws are already available, but the disposal management is a big problem. Metal straws are not easy to clean, and it is expensive. Hay straws available, which are biodegradable, are expensive and rupture easily, may cause cramps, diarrhea, and sickness in some patients. Bamboo straws are also biodegradable straws.
Now we come to the advantages of our corn husk straws. They are completely eco-friendly. Also, the dried corn husks that we are using as a product is can be stored in a sealed dry place for almost 1 year. This is the major advantage that can be seen for this corn husk straws. Also, the beeswax that we are using for the coating is an antimicrobial and antibacterial, and it prolongs shelf life of approximately more than 1 year. Also, it is the most decomposable product that can be used, and it is completely available in nature. Now we come to the conclusion. We can see there is a rise in pollution level, and biodegradable and eco-friendly products are widely used by all walks of life these days. So plastic and other products are mostly banned in most of the countries. So producing straws from corn husk are aimed to create a greener environment and use up the natural waste which is left to decay or thrown without having purpose to be reused. Switching to corn husk based straw is very cost effective. You can easily get corn husk anywhere and with a minimum price or free of cost. Corn husk straw is the base straw, and it is durable and also waterproof, as you have seen in the previous slide. It allows everyone to stop using plastic and paper straws. Now we come to the market scenario. Corn, as I said earlier, corn husk is easily available free of cost or with a minimum value, and it is the main matter of concern. The corn husks are seen by farmers to have no commercial value and is seen as an agricultural waste which is mostly burned or thrown away. Many farmers are ready to give it free of cost at a very minimal rate. Beeswax is the next byproduct that we are using for this straw, and it is obtained at a rate of 1 rupees per gram. So almost zero point 0.5 gram of beeswax is needed for a single straw. So that means 0.5 rupees for a single straw is needed. It is eco-friendly and can be decomposed easily, as I earlier said. Approximately estimated, the straw may cost 0.92 rupees, 1 rupees, and this is the cost for single straw. As we go further, if we provide bulk orders or bulk production is done, this cost may vary. Now we come to the customers thing. In recent times, there is much boom of organic world. People are getting
carried away towards the organic things. Maximum we can see shops and markets, we can see organic shops are there, and people rush over there for a healthy health, for being healthy. This straw seems more attractive to many people. Consumers indicate that material and appearance is also considered many times over other factors. The price is also the main matter of concern, but here the price costing is also less than plastic and paper straws. If we compare plastic and paper straw with corn husk straws, it is also advantageous in the pricing thing. Also, it is organic and decomposable. Also, paper and plastic straws are quite harmful to environment. If we use corn husk straws regularly in the cafes and restaurants, it will be helpful for the environment. Also, it will not affect the food chain. Also, small creatures, animals, birds which are living on the planet, they do not chew this, or it is not harmful for their health also. Also, the most potential customers of these straws will be the cafe owners and the restaurant owners. Large amount of straws are required in various restaurants and cafes every day for the drinks that they are providing. So, large amount of production can be done and can be provided to cafe and restaurant owners. Also, this straw will create employment for the women who are not able to work in the farms, or when farmers work on their lands. There are large amount of women who are working on the farms. They are working day and night for their daily wages. And if we are creating employment for them, I think it will be a great work, because they are already working for the farmers. They are working every day in the sun, and if we provide employment for them, this will be a great work. Also, this will create women empowerment, as not much skill is required. There is a simple procedure for this. Just the corn is taken by it is quite easy and understandable process, and it can be done by anyone.
Let us go through the product launch video. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. At the time, it's time for the interaction section with the judges. Judges, please.
Okay, good morning. Hope the entire team is available.
Good morning,
right now.
sir.
Okay, fine. Your present. We have seen your presentation. So it is a very nice product, very wonderful product. Especially you are making straws.
Thank you, sir.
And there are some queries which I'd like to ask. One is, have you conducted any detailed literature survey? Hello.
Yes, at the local cafes we have constructed nearby areas.
See, the thing is that we are considering a product, and we should be able to know from where you get this thing, especially from where you get, especially as far as the entire India is concerned, from where you get the raw materials, how much quantity is available, how far you will be converting that quantity into finished products. So have you can you throw some light into that?
Yes, sir. We have talked to some of the farmers nearby our areas. So we have come to the conclusion that the corn husks are a total waste for them. That it does not provide any agricultural impact or
it cannot be reused also for any other purpose. So and there is a large amount of corn, as we can say, large amount of corn is produced every year, so there will be a large amount of corn husk provided.
Fine,
So
fine, fine.
and it is completely, means it cannot be reused, also it cannot be it has to be burnt only.
Fine. Okay, fine. Suppose we are taking one particular cone. How much amount of waste will be there, and how far you can convert it into straw? For example, you kindly quantify those things. For example, from 1 kilo of corn, how far you will be able to convert it into useful product?
Sir, if we consider one single piece, approximately there are 4 to 5 pieces that are as a covering that we get for a corn. So for that 4 to 5 pieces, we can convert those 5 pieces into approximately 10 straws.
So, do you have the data for that? Have you collected the data? Especially, that is what I have asked you, whether you have collected some literature on that particular area and you have concluded, you have made a conclusion. So that means, do you have that data with you? That is one thing. Then, if you are having, kindly give that thing. And point number two,
actually
what are
this is in research phase.
fine,
So
fine,
this is
fine,
the
no problem.
raw or primary data.
Okay, okay. Since it is in research phase, have you collected some literature review regarding these areas? What is the total weight from one particular corn? How far you can convert it into a straw? How much amount of material is required? Raw material is required. And point number two is the type of machines that you are using. What will be the cost of machines for converting this into a product? That is point number two. Because we want to know about the break-even point, because your investment, your products, cost of the product is very less, as you have already told. It is around only 1 rupee as per your PPTs. Okay, so when you will be able to break even? Any idea on that?
The initial cost for the machine is high, sir, and we have considered the power requirements also in the machine.
Okay.
And so we
Then,
have calculated the total cost of the straw.
okay, so that means it is 1 rupee you have calculated. So you will. So if you are selling it at 1 rupee, how much profit you will be able to get it from one product?
Actually, sir, the corn husk is free, and we have mentioned that 0.5 rupees is for the beeswax. And then when the bulk we consider, then it will change.
How far? That's the thing. For example, you are telling that raw material is free, but you have to procure the raw material, you have to transport the raw material, you have to process the raw material, and some machines are required. Raw materials is already available. Some people are working. You have to give the salary to that people. Energy cost is there. Then only you will be able to get the finished product. So you have to apportion all those things. Okay, that is why I'm asking. Any information regarding that?
Okay.
Okay, fine, fine. Then about the production quantity, that is another thing. How far you will be able to produce per day, per month,
Production
like
will
that?
depend on the demand and supply, sir.
Okay,
So
so
as long as the demand is high,
what is the present demand of straws in India? Any information? What is the sales? Which are the other manufacturers available in India? What is the cost of one plastic straw?
for the one plastic straw, when we go to buy for 100, it like we consider it online, for 100 straws it is 1.49 rupees, and when we take 500 straws, then the cost reduces. For this is for plastic straws. And paper straws are also similar to that, like 1.45 rupees for each single paper straw. And then the bulk cost reduces as the quantity increases.
So here is the thing. So if you are selling it at, you are telling that you will be selling it at 1 rupee. Okay. So there is 40 paise reduction is there. So based upon that, you can calculate. So you can calculate those things, and you will be able to know when you will be able to break even, considering all these effects and all. And similarly, you have talked about the employment. How much will be the employment? How many people you can give job? for one small
Sir,
factory if you are planning?
initially, sir, yes, sir. So initially, it would be 8 to 10 people, as per the requirement. Means if we get bulk orders, then we can offer employment for more also. But initially, it will be less. Initially, we have thought about taking orders first and then deciding the requirement of employment.
Okay, fine. And one more thing, you have told that if the orders are bulk, your cost will come down. Can you explain how it will happen?
Sir, if we take means if we consider beeswax as a byproduct that we are using, if we order it for bulk, if we take in a large quantity, obviously the price for that will also reduce. So it will be also yeah.
The power requirement can also reduce, and the packaging cost also reduces for a large number of straws, or the transport cost also reduces from large number.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Aditi. This is Manju. Good morning, Aditi. You're from which part of India? Hello,
Maharashtra, Nasik.
Yes,
Maharashtra.
ma'am.
Great. Okay, Aditi. First of all, I'm telling you, your idea is very sound from a new generation perspective of having a sustainable development, eco-friendly living style, and of course, local employment, especially women empowerment. From that point, I give you full marks for that. But I got some questions
Thank
to
you, ma'am.
ask you. Okay, that's a right perspective, right way of approaching things. But as Sir himself asked you, there is a problem with the sourcing of material. Okay, one. Corn, I don't think is cultivated throughout India. Am I right, Aditi? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. And then regarding your market, you are not specified which owner, of course, cafe owners, that's fine. But having this particular corn bean located, if my estimation is right, it's mostly in North Indian part. So what happens is like you have to source only from a few locations to be circulated throughout the market if you are going in for the entire Indian market. One thing. Second thing, regarding sourcing, you said you collect it from the farmers themselves. And in your video presentation, you showed sheets of such husk, right, Aditi?
Yes.
Do you think
Yes.
when they just cut it and throw it off, they can actually go for such cuttings and ways by which they get the exact shape in such a manner? So, which means you
No,
have to
actually,
train people while they were cut, even when the farmers, when they cut and shred it, they must be trained how to cut it so that ultimately you can, from when you go for drying and things, there won't be too much of waste there also. So it means, do you think a little bit of what is it, training must be given, and that again will come to another cost factor for you?
no, actually, ma'am. The thing is that we will take the corn waste as it is. It is there, so we
So
will not provide any. Yeah.
So I was in the way that you present it, it's like it's actually in form of sheets. So I was under the interpretation that it's not like you bulk, you bring it together. That the processing is something which I'm not that very clear about. It's like you take all the waste and you process it and you bring it into sheets, or the husk itself you cut it in such a sheets and then you dry it. What is the real procedure involved?
Yeah, the thing is that we will take the waste as it is,
Uh,
and then we will cut into sheets. And as I have showed in the slide
Yeah, that's what I
about
was
this.
telling you. It's not, see, if you have seen the way they actually harvest this corn, they just cut it and break it. Okay. If you want such longer sheets to be done, the cutting must be so proper at that point itself. Am I right, Aditi? Hello? Are you able to read me? Hello?
Hello,
Yes,
Chini.
yes, yes. I am
Yes.
able to hear you.
Okay. I think there is slight gray area with regard to that. Okay. And again, processing it. So, and finally, bringing it, and I think your market is also slightly not clear. Like, maybe like you were saying that if you get a good market demand, you will be going for it. But you must buy it in bulk, process it, make the initial pre-testing before you should be going for it. So that can be done in a local area. And I'm not very. I think you're slightly not clear about how the cost factor will be and how many you will be producing, how the profit will be. I think these are in the guidelines as well. In that case, I think it
Okay.
is slight graying. So I believe, in my opinion, your idea is good, and your outcome, the what you want out of it, is also good. But I think, as Sir himself pointed out, the cost involved in processing it, putting it in the market, the expenditure wise, I think you will have to make a real good estimation. Okay.
Yes, actually, we
Okay.
are going to start it initially.
Uh-huh.
We are going to start it with the byproducts and all very
Uh-huh.
soon. So
Oh, fine.
mainly, yeah. So we'll get to know more about it in few days.
Yeah, I think the
So
processing
currently,
thing
we
and
have
the
just, yeah, we have just,
yes,
yes,
please,
ma'am.
please. Yes, please continue. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Currently, we have just thought about this idea, and we are just research. We have done research about like this. It can be done this way.
Mm-hmm.
More research is has to be done, and also we are trying to process it so that we can we can make samples and provide them in local contact local cafes and
Okay,
restaurants
Aditi.
so that
From
we get
the
a feedback from them.
Okay, Aditi, from the point of making samples and going to the market, all fine with me. But the thing is, my question
Yeah.
is just simple. You require a little bit of expertise while you crush. I mean, cut those corn crops. Okay. Second thing, the processing
Okay.
part is slightly vague, and what all things that go into it to make it preserved till there is slightly vague. So I think you can actually make a much more proper study on those areas. Okay.
Yes.
And thank
Yeah.
you, and all my best wishes with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, judges, and thank you, team number 6. Now, we welcome team number 1, Changanam, Tarun Sai, and team for their presentation.
First of all, good morning to the respected teachers and judges. We here at Constrap are a platform to provide informal sector of rentals to the formal sector. Let me just show you our whole idea and startup description by sharing my PPT. Yeah. So let us suppose that is my voice audible? Hello, am I
Yes.
audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let us assume that if a person wants to shift their house, or if a person wants to live to shift house and live in any other city, so he needs a rent by way like individual rent or duplex rent, any kind of rent. He needs a rent in a less time and according to the budget also. So, by seeing this problem, we have come to a solution called Constrap, where we provide our rentals and after rental services by shops and augmented reality also. These are table contents we have created. First of all, we'll be explaining our idea description, USP, market analysis, capital requirements, startup requirements, working capital, execution process, availability of resources, price of product, expected profit and revenue model, retention marketing, and our main mission and vision. As I told you before, Concept is a platform where an individual can get their dream rental home without compromising quality and time just by sitting anywhere. Basically, our startup provides all the types of services. Here, the service includes suppose after joining in the rented house, you may need to paint a house, or you may need to fix a plumber, you may need to fix taps so that you can call a plumber, or you may need to fix some repaired wires or anything, etc. etc. So you can call our service persons. We will be available 24 by 7 there. And also, if you need to visit any shops nearby you, such as hardware shop related to real estate in the sense rental homes, So nearby shops are also available in our website. That means in our product. As well as we are trying to fix customer dissatisfaction with local rent brokers, builders who take hold of money from customers. Still, we give poor quality rental homes with high prices, as well as builders build poor quality infrastructure and make customer unsatisfied. Here we want to make one thing clear, that we are providing three kind of services. First is rental home services. Second one is services after rental services and shops. Third one is construction services with the augmented reality technology. And we are basically a software as a service technology in the real estate business. So, what's our unique selling proposition? We have many competitors in our market area, such as 99acres.com, magicbricks.com, and Oyo Rooms as well. But our main idea is to aggregate informal sector with services and rental homes with also augmented reality. The vital proposition of our users is a service we offer for various stages of construction of home or any other infrastructure is interior design, suggesting help users to buy good grade raw materials, architecture plans for various needs and users. Yeah. So our market analysis. If a person wants to get a rent in the budget, how many people are there in the total market? And how we can analyze them and how we are gonna observe them in our area, how we are gonna take them into our account. So overall, 15.65 crore people are just roaming for rental homes. Means at present level, 15.6465 crore are living in rental homes, as well as they want to shift their homes, as well as they're in search of rentals. TAM means total addressable market, and SAM means service addressable market. SOM means serviceable optimal market. In that TAM, we have 15.65 crore potential customers, and SAM we have 10.45 crore customer potential, and SOM in the sense, in this area only we'll be able to concentrate much more potentially, which is 6.45 crore. And genuinely, we have a capital requirement at present level. We have an early traction also. We are working on augmented reality, and for that we need a basic requirement, that is 15 to 20 lakhs as a fund to require as to develop our technology, and also to talk with the brokers in our locality, at the same time collaborating with shops and services to provide better experience for the users. Yeah. So we'll be requiring few startup requirements, that is multi-tenancy, a cloud computing technology where we provide our website to users to use them, and also to post the property also. Yeah. So working capital, this is the working capital. We will be mentioning our expenditure and etc. here in this. And in the future, we will take, we require more funds as well as more capital. This is our execution process. And availability of resources, we have workforce, we have 5 people working under us, and also the software we are using React and Angular for the front end and Django. External workforce is also there. Price of product will be absolutely free for the customers, but for the shop owners and the service persons who are giving us the service, and also for the rental owners who are posting their rent on the website, we'll be charging a minimal amount, that is 750 to 450 rupees per month. And we are thinking, and also we are implementing this revenue model in our website, that is commission from rents, that is 10 to 20%, ad revenue, tenants commission, hosting fee, customer satisfaction. If the customer is very satisfied, they can donate us the money also. At the same time, they can give us a review and the feedback also. Discounts on raw materials such as the construction materials. This is the third section of our startup company. And also home lease advice fees also at the same time. For the customer retention, we have built AI chatbot mailing customers, and customer satisfaction is the top of our priority, as well as we have retention through our app, such that if you have a query, we will be 24/7 available to listen to your query as well as to solve it immediately. Our mission is to strive offer our customers a wonderful experience while selecting their desired made rental services from wide variety of service sections from our website. We also want our customers to use latest technologies AR so that we are comfortable in choosing the required designs, etc. We are trying to expand our services to construction field as well. Thank you. Let's continue with the product demo. And this is our data. This is our local data present over here. We collect the data from shops and various services and we put it on the cloud so that we can access the data anywhere at any point of time. And thank you for giving the Constaff team opportunity to present our startup. Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Tarun, you have made a very good presentation. So I'd like to ask certain questions. One is we are already having a set of websites which we provide you this information, and you have told that 99 acres or like all the other things are already available. And can you give me what is the basic uniqueness or in your sector compared to the other sectors,
Yes,
other
sir.
websites?
For the first thing, we are inculcating informal sector of rentals and construction into formal sector, that is bringing to the website. The USP, unique selling proposition, is we are aggregating shops, services such as electrician, plumbers to this platform as well, where 99 acres is not aggregating.
Fine. Now you just imagine that a set of plumbers, set of masons are already available. For example, 5 masons and 5 plumbers are available.
Yes, sir.
And you are already adding their details in your website. How do you know that these people are available 24 hours?
So that's why we are not only constraining ourselves with one or two plumbers. We are acquiring 10 plumbers, 10 electricians, much more. Like if they willing us to work with us, we are acquiring more and more because we give them a hope that even if they are sitting freely in their home, we will call them. So in the hope of that, they are coming to us. They are registering with our website.
Okay. Now the thing is that, for example, I am a house owner. I am logging into your website. I need a plumber immediately, and that information will be provided to you. Then, from how do you select one from that? How do you rate them also?
Yes, sir. Based on the customer satisfaction, previous customer satisfaction, and also we are looking that if the customer dissatisfied with the current electrician, so that he can rate them according to that. If a plumber is 4.5 rating is there, we will show them at the top. And suppose if the plumber is busy, can Manoj Khanna mute them? Yeah. So if the particular person has 4.5 rating, then we will show them at the top. And suppose he is busy with any other work, a title or a tag will be shown that this plumber is busy. So that's how through machine learning we are like putting on the top and the second and the third with the help of ratings as well as the customer satisfaction and the feedback also.
Okay, but the thing is that this particular individual, if I am selecting that particular individual, he may not be available in that particular location. He may be available at somewhere else. So, is there any provision in your software to identify which is the
Sir,
best
that's right.
available location and the nearest location?
Yes, sir. So first the customers has to search. As I have shown you, let me just show my product demo video once again so to have a clear, better understanding.
No, you can tell. That's all. No problem.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. So actually, when you go to our website interface, we will be first asking you the location itself, like allow location, not location. So if you allow the location, based on that, we will when you search your services or shops, we will be depicting our like what are the service available in your area. If the service is not available, we will show a message that it is coming soon in your area also.
Okay, so one more thing. Suppose a particular individual, that is a technician or a plumber, has already been enrolled in your website. Can he go for some other job, or do he want to work exclusively for you?
Actually, sir, we have thought about this, and we have two ways of inculcating this idea, implementing this idea. One is like we will hire the particular electrician plumber based on his ratings for full time, and another one is if a plumber is intermediate or just what we call mediate person, like he knows the work, he knows how to implement it, and he's not doing that well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hire him as a part-time employee. So I will be giving him as peak busy hours. Suppose Sunday everyone will be free at home, so they'll be thinking their tap and everything related to the home get repaired as soon as possible. So peak time will be like 9 o'clock from the morning to the 4 in the evening. So in that peak time, they must be available at any cost.
But there are a lot of practical difficulties in managing these people, no? Because at a time, every time you are not sure that whether you will be able to give a job to that particular individual. So constantly he may not be able to associate with you because he will be getting some other jobs nearby. So he normally used to get that thing because he will be getting money.
Yes, sir.
That is
Also, yes, sir.
that is
So, and
okay.
okay.
And
On a
and
monthly basis,
point number two, how do you evaluate this particular individual? Because about his capability and skill sets, how do you evaluate? Because a lot of plumbers are there. You're told that you will be evaluating is based on the ratings, but the ratings will come only when somebody is engaging him. Otherwise, how do you evaluate these people? What type of performance parameter are you planning to incorporate?
so first of all, when a person wants a job in our company relating to the services option, they will come to us and they will show our work. An expert will be sitting beside us related to these plumbers, electricians, and everything. So he'll be watching how the work is being done. So that's how we'll be evaluating them by the work experience. Also, we will ask them, we will give some tasks to them also to show at the spot on. So that's how we'll be evaluating the electricians or plumbers.
But practically that is very difficult. I mean, as far as in Indian scenario, because people are there, experienced people are there, but sometimes they may not be able to directly associate with you continuously. They may be able to associate with you, but only for some amount of time. Otherwise, unless and until they will be given full-time job, and that also how much you are going to pay them, that also is an issue. Who is paying them? Are you paying them, or the customer is directly paying them?
Sir, as I said to you, there will be like two types of thing: full time or part time stuff. If the person wants to take a full time job based on his skill sets, so we'll be paying them and per month we'll be paying them 20,000 rupees. If a customer gives him the money for the work he has done, we'll be cutting a commission from that. We'll be taking a commission, small amount of commission, that is 10 to 15% of commission from that. So remaining amount will be sent to him. So even if a person doesn't get a job, or even if a person doesn't get work on time, anyways he's getting a monthly 20,000 salary, plus if he gets a work he will be directly getting what we call payment from the customer itself.
Okay,
That's
see
how that.
here. Okay, fine. Here also there is an issue. For example, a customer is ready to pay rupees 100 per hour for a particular plumber, and you want to give profit to him also. I mean, you have to take profit to your concern also. So in that such a situation, you may have to take more amount of money from the customer. For example, 150. Sometimes you may have to get. So will customer will be able to pay that amount because you are charging very high amounts.
Sir, it's again based on our services, sir. As the world is growing in such a manner, the people wants their work to be done as soon as possible. So some people like will be concentrating premium customers as well as the customers in the middle class society. So premium customers doesn't have the problem to pay, but whereas in the middle people, so we'll be hiring a part-time employees to send them such that we'll be getting commission as part-time employees charges less. So we will be redirecting them to that position, that category of people.
Fine, fine, fine. So do you have a chart for all these things at present? The
Uh,
cost chart?
Cost chart, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
actually,
much
sir,
how much is the charges? How much is the charge for 1 hour, 2 hour, the type of work, etc.? Do you have that data?
so actually we do not charge per hour. We charge according to the work. And presently we do not have that charge. We have inculcating all that on a paperwork.
Okay, fine, fine. Now, what about your concept of augmented reality in this particular area? How effectively it will work? Can you give an example?
Yes, sir. Suppose if a person wants to choose an interior design for his house, so he might be confused by looking at just a piece of paper. He might be confused what type of design will be good for his house. So for that, what I'll be doing, I'll be giving them a Oculus and the 3D model at present design. So we'll be providing them a lot of designs. In that designs, he can choose a particular design based on his what you call mindset or else his option. At present level, we have our architectures and augmented reality members building this model. Like it's the research is going on, and also we are building this model. Once this model is built, a person can have a wide variety of options choosing the interior designs as well. And as well, if yeah, and if a person wants to construct the house, he can have a particular plan also at the same time, like how he wants his house to be constructed.
Because right now these facilities are already available in the website. For example, you take the case of painting a home. Berger Paints, the company called Berger Paints, Asian Paints, all these people are already having this software. You can take the photo of that particular home and you just transfer it into the app. You can add any colors. You can see how your home looks like or your room looks like. So like that, people are already having these type of website. Details are already available in these type of websites. So what uniqueness is there in your thing compared to others?
So that's the concept. We bring the concept idea. We, as I've told you earlier, we are aggregating all the services into one platform. So a user doesn't need to get to the all platform and search like Berger Pens is that okay, I have to get augmented reality from this website and this kind of customer and all. So we are aggregating all the services into a platform such that our customer can have a very hassle-free time with us.
But still,
Hassle-free.
okay, fine. But still there are certain limitations like adding those colors, adding different features, etc. Anyway, I think you can do all these things because the concept is good, and definitely I think you can do this.
Also, sir, I would like to tell you one thing. So, if the Berger Paints is doing, we are already aware that Berger Paints is on this field. We are trying to aggregating with them also. Like they can share their details also with us. So, if the aggregation goes better, we'll be inculcating the Berger Paints in our website soon.
Fine. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Tarun. I've been listening to. Hello, can you read me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I've been reading through the first idea startup description. You were speaking about individual can dream rental home without compromising quality and time. That I accepted. Okay, sitting anywhere, basically all types of service that home can be rendered. So you say you can design your own home, or you can even design your rental with the help of augmented reality. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the rental and augmented reality proportion like?
You mean the rentals?
Yeah, like if I'm buying a new home, of course, I would like to see my interior decor augmented in augmented reality. Pattern. But if I'm already having going for a rental, it's already been constructed. So there is no need for an augmented reality. I can't put my views in a rented apartment, right? So I think that I got slight doubt regarding that. Can you explain?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Suppose
How does augmented reality comes to picture in a rental apartment?
Yeah. So if you like going to buy a new apartment, or if you want to see a new apartment for rent and for buying also, customers can post their view pictures and all. That is one part of the showing that how like what is the build quality, how everything goes in the apartment and all on the building. So with the help of augmented reality, we will show them in reality how the house is gonna look, and also if they wanna change the interior design, and also if they wanna
Do
modify
you
anything.
think an owner will permit a person who is renting to change the entire thing in his apartment?
That is kind of rental agreement, ma'am. If the owner
Had
accepts.
it been you, Taran, will you allow your tenant to make changes in your house?
Actually, it based on suppose the house is very old, and also we need to renovate, and also the customers at the same time wants to renovate the house.
Yeah.
So in that case, it is possible if it is
Yeah.
new house.
You're good in
So
defending your answers. Great. Now,
yeah.
my second question to you: have you really gone for a real market search on providing service providers like you were speaking of electricians, plumbers, etc.? You having your own team. Do you think in Kerala it's a viable proposition to have a team of your own so-called masons, so-called electricians and plumbers always available at your disposal?
That's what, ma'am. I already said that availability. This depends upon the persons we hire. We
Uh,
make an agreement with them.
do you think they are because from what recent business activity which I am familiar with, marketing of tiles, even for them they want to get good masons who can actually lay the tiles well. They can't get even customer masons for that. Because nobody is ready to take up the job, because if these masons or electricians are doing the job on their own, they get the entire thing, for they can name their price, they get what they want. But instead they are working through agencies like you. What happens is that they get only a feasible amount after the commission has been cut. So do you think how will the people will be that interested in joining you?
Ma'am, we are providing, if the suppose the mason is working under us and we are providing him monthly employment, we are giving him the salary, and also at the same time
My
per
dear
work
child,
day.
have you ever thought, given an, a market survey on how these electricians, plumbers work? How much do they earn per month? And when you are a startup, for you to afford them, you must be spending so hugely on them. Do you think your business can support such sort of manpower payment?
Yes, ma'am. We have thoroughly researched about it, and I have given a very nice thought about
How
it.
much does a electrician makes in one day? Can you tell me, Tarun?
Per it depends on the work, and
Yeah,
per day he makes around 5 to 6K. Or
five
if
K.
the demand is high, if the demand is
Five
high,
K. Tell me in precise terms, which 5K means?
5,000 rupees per day.
Do you think?
Mostly, I think so. I have recently asked the
It
electrician.
varies. It varies. It varies from one project to another. It
Hmm.
depends upon how much he has to stake in it or how much of work he has. He names it, and he names it based on the corner also. Okay, so there are a lot of factors that actually determine how much an electrician or a plumber gets one day. One, second, how much the plumbers are in demand, how much the plumbers and electricians demand. In that context, even if you say you provide a now, had they been good plumbers and they would have gone elsewhere and done a permanent job, why are they doing freelance job? Can you tell me?
I actually don't understand. Some other, we have searched everywhere in the net. Some
Uh,
other
uh,
platform
uh.
like
I
concept is
think you
not.
should be looking into the practical side of their working. Okay, rather than, because generally what I come to feel is that they make more in their pocket than we make one in a day, because we have to pay taxes which they don't have to pay. That's the
Yes,
real
ma'am,
thing
I
behind
completely
it.
agree on that. And also hiring plumbers, electricians somewhere like in our locality, it is easy. And also, as I said, 5K, sometimes they make least 900 rupees or 800 rupees per day. So
Yep.
that's very least amount for them. At that
Okay.
time, suppose in the future, so in the future, Concept grows into bigger version and we expand our services. All these electrician plumbers are going to come to us in search of the
See, my boy, that will happen only once your innovation gets successful.
yes, ma'am.
You have a gestation period during which you have to really make up to this.
Ma'am,
If you are like, yes, sir.
can I?
Yes, sir. Right.
So you asked him one question like how in demand they can earn themselves itself, but like Corona days they struggled a lot. We all saw in our own eyes during COVID times they struggled a lot. But if they are in our app in contact with us, they will get a hassle-free salary, so that in month they are who are permanent in our company, they will get a permanent salary per month.
Fine. Fine, Srikrishna. I think you are justifying your answers precisely good, but there are certain hardcore realities. Now they are not out of job; they are very well in demand. So please
Yes.
look into the practical aspects of certain features which you are offering before you finalize on this is it. That's what my humble request to you. Anyway, Tarun, your idea, your way of putting it is across very good. Defending was very nice with you. But I think you need to concentrate more on the practical side of hiring in people before you are on a strong foot on your own. Okay, Tarun, thank you so much for your presentation. Thank you. And all
Thank
my
you.
best wishes.
Thank you, team number 1 and judges. Next, we call upon team number 2, Mekha Maria Lal and team for their presentation.
Good morning to all, respected dignitaries, panel members, and my dear friends. Today, our team is here before you to do a small presentation regarding our idea, and that is Bioport and BioBrick. The motto of Bioport is that plan with love for a sustainable tomorrow, and that of BioBrick is building up a sustainable future. Through this idea, we are putting forward three sustainable development goals, and that is good health and well being, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, and sustainable cities and communities. Now, the problem statement that we are putting forward and its solution. So, nowadays we are facing a lot of inorganic as well as unsustainable growth of world we are seeing. So, the pollution by non biodegradable materials like plastics as well as with these greenhouse gases are increasing rapidly. So, our idea, Bioport and BioBrick, which are made using cow dung, and that will be a solution for this. So, let's look towards Bioport. As you can see in the picture, the basic idea is to replace the plastic planlet pots. So this biopot is actually the planlet pot that is made using cow dung, which is a purely organic material, and it is used to replace this an alternative solution for these plastic planlet pots. So as we all know, these plastics always contribute to landfill waste. So through this we can avoid it, and mostly the ability to degrade. This biopod has the ability to degrade to the soil, and which will increases the fertility of the soil. That is the major marketing focus. So if we look towards the advantages, it's so cheap, eco-friendly, and affordable. And as its making procedure was very simple, it can provide self-employment opportunities for household women and can promote germination of seeds, prevent leaching of nutrients, and most importantly, it can be reusable. So it can create a monetary benefit system. Then, acid composition include dried powder of neem leaves, Indian borage, and curry leaves. It will prevent the attack of flies, fungus, bacteria, etc. on plants. Then, it also has the capacity to retain moisture, and most importantly, it helps in the growth of agricultural sector. And we can make it in different shapes like square, rectangular, whatever it may be. And the major target customers are gardeners, planters, and farmers. So we are just planning the channel of marketing through online or through offline mode. Then, when we come to BioBrick or eco-medi bricks, we could say that these are also bricks that made from the cow dung itself. But it is an alternative solution for the traditional fired clay bricks, because the traditional fired clay bricks during its making procedure, it's producing a lot of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere while drying it in the furnace and all. Whereas our product is an eco-friendly and organic matter. So we just made 4 types of bricks, and that is basic, basic plus clay, basic plus cement, and basic plus cement plus clay. Basic means which containing only the basic elements, whereas basic plus clay means it can we just give a clay coating, because as we are adding fiber content to increase the strength, the fibers are exposed up. To prevent the catching of fire, we just give a clay coating. Then basic plus cement, that brick means we just add 1 to 2% of cement to check which one will be more stronger. Then the last one is the basic plus cement plus clay, a combination of all these things. Then its advantage is that, as I said, it's too cheaper when compared to traditional brick, and it's eco-friendly. Then it's more sustainable. It can act as air purifier. As it is cow dung, it can create a positive energy and it will be good for health. And at the same time, it is of low density, so it can reduce the dead load. Then if this product become a commercial product, then we could say that it can indirectly give advantages to the agricultural sector, as well as it will raise the economic value of the cows. And we can have certain applications of this. Even we can cut our AC electric bills by providing insulation with these bricks on our roofs. And we can use it instead of tiles, like unpolished surface that we could see in the earlier times. Then mostly we can use it for, and we are not claiming that we can made it using very high infrastructures, but instead we can use it for small partitions in the building, ceiling purposes, and we can use for fillings in the pillars of multi-purpose buildings and all. Basic target customers include in the field of ecotourism, we can apply it, and mostly in the walls of Ayurvedic treatment centers or mental asylums and all, because that will get the patients can get a real benefits of these cow dung properties. Then basic requirements include cow dung, lime, sand, mud, cocoa peat, banana stem, areca husk fiber. These we are adding to increase the strength. Then we require dried powder of neem leaves, Indian borage, curry leaves, that I said already, which will act as a medical value. At the same time, it will helps to prevent the attack of these flies or bacteria and all. Then we require water, and for the drying purpose, we are using the natural source of energy, and that is sunshine. So its steps involved mixing of gobar and lime. Then that means first of all we need to mix both this cow dung as well as the lime. Second procedure is stumping. That means we need to thorough mix it. Then third procedure is curing. We will be keeping it to undisturbed for almost 24 hours. Then on the next day we can take it and made to our pots or to our brick according to our wish. Then we need to expose that to the sunshine. So these were the certain pictures that showing how to make this biopot as well as biobrick. First picture showing adding of lime, cocoa peat, mud, dried powders of this Indian borage and all. Then second one showing the mixing procedure. Third one showing the curing. And fourth one is showing, as I said, for one, in order to check the strength, we just give almost 1 to 2% of cement was also added to make one type of brick. Then this was the biopots that we made. And this was the frame. We just made, it was handmade one. So we just made using a brick frame. Then as every rose has its thorns, our products are also having certain challenges. One of the main thing is the mindset of the people towards this cow dung. And but I think in the case of most of the challenges, we will be able to overcome all this. And second one is color and texture. It may not be look much attractive, but I think by using certain amount of dyes or something, we can make it attractive. Then climatic variations, it will be a great problem because as I'm from a state of Kerala, I'm witnessing that. So we will not be able to predict the climatic situation. So it will be a challenge, and mostly building trust towards this product will also be one of the great challenge. Then cow dung availability. One of the main question is cow dung availability. So we just go for a survey that is conducted on 6th June 2022 to 12th June 2022 in 15 houses of 3 regions in Ernakulam district of Kerala, like Oonugal near Kodamangalam, which is a village, and Piravam, which is a town, and Kakanad, which is a city. So from the and we got a conclusion that an average of 30 cows in a week can produce 4,000 kilogram of cow dung, and the amount of cow dung ready to sell in a week is by that farmers is almost 2,900 to 3,000 kilogram, and the cost for 1 kg of cow dung as per the survey is 1.50 rupees. So we don't think it's much a great problem. Then capital requirement, as it's an average scale on a wet cow dung. If you're going, it's an average. We could say 3 rupees per kilogram, and the lime 20 rupees per kilogram. From a rough estimate, we could say that to start with almost 1.5 lakhs will be required. And for biopot, from 1 kilogram of cow dung, 5 pots can be made, and cost of making 1 pot will be almost 5 rupees. Then in the case of bio brick, from 1 kilogram of cow dung, 1 brick of size 20 into 7 into 7 centimeter can be made. It will be changed according to its dimensions. Then cost of 1 brick will be, for making 1 brick, it's almost 30 to 40 rupees. Our main marketing strategy is that, so we hope this concept of biobrick as well as biopot will be greatly attractive and approachable to the customers. And mostly, as it is very simple to make, it can create self-employment opportunities for the women. Major attraction of this product will be that it's a low cost and can provide positive energy, and mostly it can reduce the pollution. That's one of the major thing that we are facing today. So we can protect our mother earth. So most importantly, this is the method through which we can start to create a sustainable world by working among the local people. So now let me show the product launch video. Bioport. Plan with love for a sustainable tomorrow. Is a planlet pot, which is an alternative solution for plastic pots in gardens. It is a pot made using cow dung, which is purely organic, and it has the ability to degrade to the soil and will increase the fertility of the soil. BioBrick, building up a sustainable future. BioBrick is a brick that is made of cow dung, which is applicable in order to overcome the challenges faced during the usage of traditional fired clay bricks. It is an eco-friendly product and can act as an air purifier, and most importantly, it can be used for several applications like internal partitioning of the buildings, ceiling purposes, wall decorations, in the field of ecotourism, etc. This product can create a self-employment opportunity for household women, as its making procedure was very simple. So, by using these products, let us live life more organically and beautifully. Thank you.
Okay, Megha, you have made a very good presentation. The concept is also very, very good. Now, the thing is that, are you from a civil background?
No, sir.
Fine. Okay. Because as far as these bricks are concerned, the concept is very good by making using this particular cow dung for making bricks. You have made a normal brick with blending with cement and other materials along with the cow dung. So, have you tested these properties of this particular brick?
Yes, sir. We just go for compressive strength test, and
Okay.
that's what I said. We got almost it's 0.82 Newton. So from that, when we compare to our existing brick, it will not be much great. That's what I say, and we are not claiming that we will be able to make a high-rise infrastructure. That's why we just we just try to use in other purposes like small partitioning, as well as this tiling purposes, fillings in the pillars, for wall decorations, all those things.
And similarly, you have mentioned about the thermal properties. Similarly, have you tested the thermal properties?
No, sir, thermal properties was not tested because first of all, we are working with this bio brick. Then we just find certain problems or certain challenges with it. From that idea, we just shift towards this bioport. And because its composition and everything was similar for all these both these things, but the more approachable thing will be mostly this bioport when we go through market studies and all. Then mainly we just go for compressive strength test only in the case of brick.
So, okay, fine, very good. So, as far as this brick is concerned, in what proportion you have added this cement and other ingredients? How you have made that proportion?
Yes, it's actually we just got certain mentorships from certain qualified teachers and all. So according to them, we just add 1% of lime. So that means if we are taking a cow dung, if you are taking a particular kilogram of cow dung, it's 1% of that will be we are adding lime. It will be the consistency rate, but the amount of adding lime will be changing according to the consistency of the cow dung. If the cow dung is much thick, means less amount of lime will be needed. That's the thing. And in the case of this areca husk fiber or all those fibers, we just add only almost just 1% add on, because if we add more, it can also have certain adverse effects on it. So almost only 1%. And the cement we just add in order to check which one, whether the brick with basic or with the small amount of cement will be much stronger. And it's obviously sure that the brick made with cement will be having the more strength. So that's true. We just only add 1 to 2%. That was our proportions that we had.
So if you take one particular brick which is made of cow dung and cement and other clay and all, what will be the proportion? Can you give the statistics? For example, 100%. If you take the 100%, what percentage is cow dung? What percentage is clay? What percentage is cement?
Yeah, the major proportion will be, that means if I say 90%, that much will be the cow dung, because our product is an organic one and that is cow dung, and balance all will be coming only 1 to 2% only.
Okay, so there is one more opportunity, that whether you can vary that particular proportion and find out the strength. If you are getting better strength, still it is having much amount of value, because 50-50 or 60-40, whatever it may be, still you can replace that existing cement with this cow dung, so that you will be getting a better performance parameters, especially properties and all. Fine, very good. So have you made any construction based upon this particular brick for any buildings, any partitions? Have you made anything?
We just make a small thing in my garden itself, and in the case of biobrick, a small partition, and in the case of bioport also, that I am we just placing the planlet in it, and through that I just check whether it's water absorbing and all. So, and I find it's useful in the case of bioport also.
Okay, in this bioport, are you placing it above the soil, or are you digging a hole and keeping it inside it?
Now I just try to place it above thing, because if we are after the plant, if the plant sapling has grown, we can just replace it to this soil and we can reuse this pot. So in that case, means if we can use that pot itself to plant another sapling. So if you are placing
because if you are pouring some water into it, will it damage that thing? Will it damage this pot?
No, sir, because I'm just now experimenting it. It's almost 1 month above, and it didn't get. I'm pouring water all days, and we are placing only the saplings. And even if that get the rain also, it's just retained.
Okay. So after making the pot, are you heating it, or direct in sunlight, or normal
sunlight only, sir. Sunlight only.
Okay. How many days?
It will be according to our climate. Anyway, if we get a strong sunshine, means almost 1 week. 1 week will be needed.
1 week. For example, if ample amount of cow dung is there, and if a person is working for from 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock, how many pots he can make round the clock?
In the case of pot, we will be able to the size which I shown. In that case, I think we will be able to make lot amount, but that will not work in the case of brick, I think. Because when I too experimented, in the case of from 1 kg of cow dung, we will be able to make almost 5 pots and all. But when we come to the case of brick, from 1 kg only 1 brick can be made of the dimension 20 into 7 into 7.
Okay.
And work and making procedure is also very simple in the case of pot, because it's small in size. And even if it dry, in the case of brick, after drying, it will get shrink.
Okay. And so shrinkage allowance you are giving, na?
Yeah, yes, sir. So that's to getting. When compared to bioport will be much easier.
Okay, fine. Anyway, you have made a very excellent innovation in this particular area. All the very best to you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Hello, Megha. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Megha, I want just to know, you work as a team for this project?
Yes, ma'am.
How many among you are there? 3 or 4?
Actually, we have 5 members.
Good.
Means 3 students and 2 mentors.
Great, fine. My next question is, how did this idea hatch in your mind?
First thing is that actually we need a project for our final year.
Oh,
We
fine.
are
You're doing
degree
your
final year students.
which stream?
We are from zoology.
Fine, great. Okay, go on.
So I am first of all thinking about doing something sustainable.
Uh-huh.
And as a zoology student, I just connect it with animals.
Oh,
So
fine.
as I go with cow, because mostly seen thing will be cow, and it is a domestic animal. It could be seen everywhere here, right?
Okay.
So, and I think the one of the main cow dung is very useful and so eco-friendly material.
Okay.
So
And one
through
more
that,
question I have got with you. Do you farm? Do you plant plants? You do gardening?
yes, ma'am.
Yes. If so, what is the main hassle which you come across when you are putting a sapling into a pot? I'm not speaking about your brick pot. I'm speaking about your pot, a normal plastic pot or say
Plastic.
container. What is the main constraint you come across when you're planting a sapling? The sapling will be available in a plastic cover. And when
Yes,
you're
ma'am. Yes,
planting
ma'am.
it, what is the main hurdle you come across?
One main thing which I could find is that when mostly this plastic sampling, this plastic wrappings will be digging into the soil and we are putting, if
Okay.
some cases.
One more thing. Let me interrupt. I just want to drive a point with you. That's all. Okay. One of the main thing is that when you're cutting the rubber thing on the plastic paper, even the soil and the stem roots might get destroyed. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because
Do you?
it's
Hmm.
penetrating through it and going to the soil. At this time, it will be affecting the roots too.
Okay, fine. Now, when you're using your biopod, do you think it offers a good solution to that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I'm finding a solution to your. I'm finding a market for your product. Got it.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
tell
Yes,
you
ma'am. I
what,
got it.
many of the things which I think you're precisely to the point. Maybe another way of looking at your angle is this: like generally when saplings are available and we are trying to plant it in your garden, it is basically in a rubber packet. And when you try to unwind it, the soil will be lost, the roots will be led astray, and eventually when you plant it, it may grow, it may not grow off. But this idea
Exactly,
of
ma'am.
yours is extremely good with such saplings. While you plant it into the mud, and in a due course of time, the pot gets decayed itself, and the sapling can grow out. Am I right?
Yeah, at the same time, it can also act as a fertilizer too because it's a cow dung and it's
Uh-huh.
also having certain medicinal elements. So
So
it will
fine.
prevent the plant from getting fungal as well as bacterial attacks.
Okay, so Mega, may I ask you something? You are finding. I was very happy when you were saying like I got few challenges with me, like it's a cow dung and it may get decayed over a time, decomposed over a time. But do you think this is right from your pot point of view? This is really good for gardening for any gardener or farmer.
According to my view, I think this biopot material will be highly useful to everyone
Yes, of course.
when we
That's
compare to
the
this plastic.
Yeah, no, no, no. I just want to drive a point home that when you use such pots, it is very easy for the roots to grow out because the cow dung is again a manure. It gets into the plant, so it actually is providing a good bio pack for any sampling. I'm
Yes,
appreciating you, Mega, for your for your idea. Okay, I'm not questioning you.
thank you so much, ma'am.
It's a very well thought out plan. I think you'll have to branch it out because in the field of farming and gardening, this really works out well because generally it comes in this plastic which makes it difficult for planting. And that's a novel concept in that. And I do appreciate for that particular aspect. And if you don't have a problem with your brick part, I also have a thing to say about it.
Yes,
When you're gardening, when you're layering, you can use this layer so that once this layer is off, it will gradually decompose and weeds won't come over it over the
yes, ma'am.
plants.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So from that point of view, if you develop this idea into a more practicable or viable proposition, I think you are donating something to the society. Very well thought out plan, and all my best wishes, Megha.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
ma'am.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, team members and judges. Now, I welcome Team 3, Akash, Shatri, and team for their presentation.
So,
Good. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today, our team has got a golden opportunity to present our business plan in front of you. So, before starting with our business plan, it becomes an important aspect for me to explain that why our business plan is needed in today's era. With the evolution of technology, each person is carrying so many devices, and every device requires power to operate. So, I would like to discuss some of the problems faced by our users. So, what we see the low battery backups of device after a certain period of time. We, second, it's not possible to keep all your electronic products charged for the next day use. Power banks are too expensive to buy with less warranty, and people carrying personal power banks often forget to charge their own power banks. So, starting with the first point, what we see that when we buy a new device, its battery backup is far better as compared to its battery output after a certain period of time. Second, it's not possible. So a single so ma'am, there is some kind of noise. Hello.
Hello, Renu ma'am.
Renu miss, please mute.
So, secondly, what we see in today's era, a single user is carrying so many devices. For example, taking example of myself, I have a mobile phone, a smartwatch, and wireless earbuds, and it become impossible for me to charge it for a next day usage. Also, what we see in today's era that companies are reducing the selling of chargers with their devices, and it suddenly create a uh, shortage of chargers, which eventually lead that we are unable to charge our devices. And thirdly, power banks are too expensive in market, and also most of the power banks I see on internet comes with a lesser warranty, and that is for a period of 6 months only. Fourth point, the people carrying personal power banks often forget to charge their own power banks. So this is another problem. Sometimes what happen, we put our phone on charging, and in the morning we see that we have not switched on the button. So here our business plans comes into action. Power bank rental services. It involves four-step process: track, rent, charge, and return. Next, I would like to call my friend to introduce our business plan.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am here to give you a brief introduction about our plan. So, we are planned to provide rental services for power bank because today's we are living advanced technology world and uses number of technology and electronic devices. This need power to work. At present, people are shifting to more advanced technologies and generally do all work with electronic devices. But after certain time, device is gonna discharge. So for the purpose to recharge them, when you are on the go, we are providing power bank at rent. So our services is to providing power bank at rent. Now I tell you about our mission. So our mission is to providing devices charging services which intended to increase our economy, and our aim is to creating a world where people have opportunities to rent and return and enabling users to be free from phone batteries constant and no longer worry about being cut off. And Our vision is to maintain leadership in the field of energy equipment rental through continuous upgradation of technology, venturing into new horizons, and be the leading authority in the industry. We are committed to provide the best power bank.
So coming on our coming on our business overview, we have kept the name of our company as A6 Bolt Power Bank Rental Services, and our aim is to make hassle-free and affordable charging solution. The initial address for operation of our business plan is basically our college premises only, and the team size is team consists of a seven members. That is, one will be a CEO, one PR manager, one will be a developer who will be developing all our websites and app development. Another is one marketing manager, one treasurer, and one advisor and business analyst. So our target audience will be college students and working professional, and this is our contact information. Coming to the executive summary, so basically in this we have told you about that basically our business plan is a rental business services, and the places where we are setting up our businesses, shopping malls, cafes, stores, and I would like to explain it briefly that how our business will be working in the next slide. So the first process is track. So the user who wants to use our product must track the rental machine first through our app, and then second is there will be a QR code over our machine to which he will be scanning that QR code, and then he can make the payment for the power bank and rent it. The third step is after using it and charging their devices, they can easily put the device back into the power bank rental machine. Uh, and the fourth step is that only that he can return in any of the machine. It's not necessary that he have to return in the same machine from where he has taken the device. Next comes the business opportunities.
So there is many business opportunities in our plan. Then first one is less initial cost. So our original cost is not too much. We have to spend normal amount for set up the rental machines. And second one is part-time businesses. Here, this is one greatest opportunity for our business because we can work in shifts because the business needs fewer hours to work. And third one is all level of people are in this business. Yes, our business include all levels like owner, operator, obviously there, and manager can be there, and low level employees can be there. And fourth one is long term project. Our business is for long term because everyone has started their businesses for forever, so never ending. And last one is less competition. So there is less competition in market because till now no more rental services for power bank is available in many cities. That's why there is less competitions in our plan. Now move to the SWOT analysis we have done. So our strength is that it is simple to operate and easy to use. And second one is that low cost required to set up the machines. And our weakness is that the cost of electricity can be increased, and second one is that there are many electronic devices users who does not use digital payment, so they are not capable to use our services. This is the biggest weakness for our business. Now third one is opportunity, that today's people are shifting towards modern technology which is used by electronic devices which need power. So it can be fruitful for our businesses. And second one is that they are wide market, so we can spread our services fastly with growth rate. And third one is It is easy to adopt, not a process is required here. And last one, our threat is there is less product security in our business.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Now, I would like to tell you about the four P's of the marketing. So, the four P's of the marketing are product, price, place, and promotion. So, as you know, our product is our power bank rental services, which is A6 Gold Power Bank services. Now, we can talk about the prices. Is we charge 20 rupees up to 1 hour and 40 rupees maximum for the 24 hours. For the place, we obviously establishing or operating our machines nearby the colleges and the offices areas where the most of the people require power banks. And the last is promotion. We promote our business through social media, through pamphlets, emails, and the direct marketing. Now, I would like to tell you about the capital structure of our business. Like we consist of six people, six persons in our business with 50,000 each investment, which is a total of 3 lakhs. Now, the cost of our business plan. For the initial stage, we are going to use 4 machines with 54,000 rupees each, which includes the freight and the transport in it. The second one is installation. For the each machine, there is an installation charge of 500 rupees, which is the total of 2,000. And now we come to the insurance. We of course want insurance of our machines. So the insurance is 12,000 each per machine, which is 48,000. And the software which we are using for our machines to rent the power banks to the people who are using, which is 7500, and we can easily modify or modulate the coding and all with our choice. Now, for some extra support, we are using 15 extra power banks in our machine, which is 551 rupees each, which is a total of 8,265, which is consists of the total of 2,81,765 rupees. Now, we can talk about the estimated profit which we are getting from our business. Is we have 90 total of 96 power banks in our 4 machines with an average price of 30 rupees a day per power bank. As we can take our college for example, our college open 22 days in a month. So the 100% capacity is 96 power banks by all the 4 machines. If we use 75% of the capacity, which is 72 power banks in a day, so we can generate a revenue of 47,520 per month, and yearly is 5,70,240. And if we use only 50% of the capacity of our machines, which is 48 power banks a day, which is 31,680 rupees per month, and yearly yearly the generate of 3,80,160 rupees. And now we talk about the gross profit. The gross profit is 3,36,240 for the if we use 75% of the capacity, and if we use the 50% of the capacity, we consist of a gross profit of 1,46,160. Now, how? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So starting with the product launching, these are the machines which we will be using in our business. This is a rental machines, and this is the product which we are offering to the customer, which is cost effective, easy use, and easy to rent. Also, the weight is so light that easily a consumer can carry it. So this is a video of our product. So this is a short campus survey which we have made last month, In this, we have found that due that 62.5% of the students are facing the battery backup issues in our college, and there are 51.9% of the students whose mobiles get discharged when they are in the college. And the third graph shows the persons that how many persons are carrying how many devices, and the fourth graph shows that the willingness of our customers to use our service at a price of 40 rupees for 24 hours. Thank you.
Okay, good. The charging is one of the major issues when the students or other people are facing in the society. We are planning to address this issue, but the thing is that how many number of charges will you fix? These setups will be fixed in a particular location. Have you made any analysis based on that?
Sir, in the initial phase, we are placing 4 machines which have 24 power banks in each machine. And we are presently, we want to start it with a small scale so that we can know the efficiency of our business. So presently, we will start our business in our college premises only. And we are basic, our college has so many branches just like BTech, MCA. So we want that every student got the awareness of our service. So we will be placing our machine in front of every branch.
Okay, fine. Suppose somebody has taken your power bank and he is not replacing it. What will happen? How do you trace him?
So basically, in the initial phase, we are, as I have told you, that we are starting from our college. So we will, what we can do is basically we will ask our developer to put the data of the students in our software so that we can easily track the students who have rented our machines.
Tracking means you will be having only the phone number of that person with you. Okay?
No, sir. No, sir. Basically, we will have the data of the students. If so, our software is basically working on the basis of the phone numbers. So it will be taking the phone numbers as an input, and through phone numbers, we can know that which student has taken that device.
Okay, okay. But how do you apply it practically in a society? For example, can you keep it in a bus stand or railway station or something like that?
No, sir, we can't put it in the general public because it will be a kind of threat for our machines that there will be a will be a wear and tear that if some people can damage our machines also.
Fine, fine, fine. For example, in your particular machine, how many power banks will be there in a one set, in a one machine?
Sir, 24.
24. If you are having 24 power banks in one machine, when it will become break even? How long it will take?
So for getting charged?
No, no. You are investing this much amount. You are getting amount back from charging. When it will become break even? When you will be able to get the invested amount back? How much time it may take?
Sir, it would be approximately 1.5 years, which we are expecting.
1.5 years continuously. If people are taking, at what rate? If the people are taking this particular charges per day, on what basis you have made it as 1 year?
So, sir, people are taking on an average of 30 rupees per day per power bank, and for if someone is taking power bank less than 6 to 7 hours, it is 20 rupees, and if someone is taking for the whole day, it is 40 rupees.
Okay.
For one power bank.
Okay. Okay, but still, how you will be able to get back the money within 1 year? On what basis you have given that value?
So actually, we have actually we have calculated in a slide all the profits. So can I show you?
No, okay, just okay. You can tell me. You just tell me on what basis you have made that calculation.
So, sir, if we estimate it, like we can see, if we use 75% of the capacity, like 72 power banks in a day, with of from the all four machines that we are establishing in the campus, for
We are talking about only one machine. We are talking
Okay, sir.
about only one machine. The machine is available. The students are available in the campus for 8 hours normally.
Yes, sir.
So from that, how many people will be using, and if they are using continuously, how far it will work, and how you will be able to get back the invested amount back.
Okay, sir. Sir, for every machine, for every power bank, from single machine, if there are 24 power banks in a machine and everybody is using all of them, so on an average, we can collect from a single machine like 700 to 800 rupees per day.
Okay.
And from the single machine, if we're getting 7 to 800 rupees per day from all the four machines, like it's for one day is 2880. And according to this calculation, we can get our money, or we can the ROI in 1.5 years.
Okay. Okay. All the best. Thank you.
Hello, Akash. Hello. Hello. Akash,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Hello. I've been through this particular power bank thing. Have you done proper technology updations on power charging and things like that? As far as technology is concerned with different brands, have you done that particular check, Akash?
What kind of
Like how
I'm
much
related to-
technology is advanced now. For instance, I was just maybe like 1 year before, there was a news about technology saying that there will be one time when you can share the charging from your phone to another. And now I believe in Samsung Galaxy S10, they already have this power share facility where you can share the power. And again, if you look at it like you use hotspot, right? You share it among your friends, provide the password is ready. Similarly, that particular technology of power sharing is coming over. And in a maybe like you are planning to introduce this in college in a year of 1.5 years time. Now you already know that Samsung S10 already has this power share facility there. So it's like if your friend is fully charged, he can actually give a share of his charge to you. That is also possible now. So if the technology goes in that limit, by the time you are thinking of introducing the power bank, maybe the college might provide a board on which you just stick your phone. Within 1 minute, your phone is charged. So in that case, if it is freely available, of course, as in like in metros and all, they provide you free charging. Do you think your business proposition will work at that point of time? Hello, Akash, are you reading me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, basically, when you are saying about sharing mobile phones,
No, power share mode in S. Now I think actually I had seen it now. I just googled it. Now I believe it's available in S10 Galaxy. That is a power share.
ma'am, so basically we are targeting students, and I think uh, most of the students can't afford such a advanced technology.
May I tell you, Aka, there's another. We are speaking about the business plan here, my boy. What happens
Yes,
over
ma'am.
here is that what is a new trend will be highly customizable and highly affordable for low budget customers within a span of hardly 1 year. You might be knowing the new innovations in technology. At the time they are introduced, they may be charged high. Within a span of now, even the span is becoming shorter and shorter every other day. It was 1 to 2 years for a technology to get down to the low budget level. Now again, those phones like which you call China models and things like that, they have got much of video clarity than the so-called branded phones. So quite naturally, it will soon come over. So have you checked with the technological updations now before you conceive the topic?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, I think there was a small error in that. But the way you conceived it, way you practicalized it, and you put it forth, it's brilliant. Okay, Agash, I think one main thing which you people must be thinking when you develop an idea is you think from a big picture, think at the back of it. What exactly is happening now? The trending is so much like what we now dream might have been already dreamt 10 years back by the bigger brands, and they've been already patented. So please do take that into account when you develop a new idea. Okay, otherwise this slight errors might come in. Okay, but your
Sure.
spirit is good. Go ahead with this good. Next time you bring a beautiful idea to be presented. Okay, all my
Okay.
best wishes. This drive is something that is required in young generation. Okay, Agash, thank
Yes.
you, and thanks to your team. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well.
Thank you, team and judges. Next, I call upon Kirtipriya D and T for their presentation.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. We are a proud team representing Avanashlingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Tamil Nadu. Myself, Keithupriya.
Myself, Aisha.
And myself, Monisha. And our business is food truck business. It's named as NutriQ Foods, and our tagline is "Your Nutri, Our Choice." And our vision is to build a healthy India by connecting rural and urban by providing nutritious food through food truck business. And our mission is to provide a healthy food in order to lead an organic life. And our objective is to promote a millet-based foods and to increase a millet consumption in among the youngsters. And our aim is to reduce a diabetic population in India and to provide the employment opportunities in rural segments. The problem statement, what we analyzed and come up with a solution and idea summary, that the problem exists in India, that India stands as a diabetic capital of the world, and they were absence of food truck which were serving of nutritious fast food in the segment of food truck. So, and we analyzed also they were exploitation of tribal women. So we came up with a solution that producing nutrition millet based food through the segment of food truck and procuring of raw materials directly from the tribal segments in order to eliminate the exploitation of tribal women. The idea summary, what we came up with the diagnostic report of MSME 2019, it states that the Coimbatore stands as a millet cluster. So what our aim is to promote Coimbatore as a millet cluster, that we sourcing the raw materials directly from the tribal segments and following the organic agriculture practices in order to develop a sustainable India. The business model Canva for our NutriQ Foods, our customer segments are mostly health conscious people and the college students and the events. The unique proposition of our business is we are be providing the nutrition based foods and quality based and hygienic based food to our customers, and we having own chatbot services in order to meet out the customer queries. We have been maintaining the relationship with our customer to the prudent customer services and through our social media pages. We will be reaching out the customers to the various social media platforms and websites. The key resources are chefs, managers, cleaners, and service staff. The key activities we have been undergoing with food services within around the Coimbatore city, and we have been making the bulk party orders. The key partners we have been getting tied up with the Swiggy, Zomato, and Growbacks is an it's also an delivery food delivery app in Coimbatore and event organizers. The cost structure, we have been meeting out the expenses of electricity expenses, labor costs, legal license fees, and packaging and other miscellaneous expenses. The revenue is generated from three major products and through the delivery charges.
This is a competitive analysis of our business, threat to entrance. In this segment, there is low barriers to new entries and buyers power. Buyers prefer quality than price. Competitive rivalry as food truck business is at early stages, competition is quite moderate. Customers who care for nutritious fast food will not look for substitutes. We are providing high quality food products. Next is our marketing and selling strategy. We are reaching our customers through education institutions like participating in college fest and school fest, and general public by direct selling and expos, participating in expos and exhibitions, and connecting with corporates by tie-up with contract sales and cafeterias. We have a separate digital marketing segment where it includes Instagram, website, and YouTube and WhatsApp group and influencers marketing and promotional plans. We are participating in expos and exhibitions and conducting cooking contests and in newspaper inserts and mobile van carrying promotion activities. Sales strategies. We are in direct selling, new NutriGroup online food platform, and for food delivery partnership with event organizers and social media marketing. Our promotional strategies are: we are providing pamphlets, reaching our customers through our own Instagram handle, YouTube marketing, and advertisement marketing, and we have been opting for influencer marketing.
These are the market trends that we analyze for our business. We intend to spread healthy food habits among the people. One of the most important thing that our business does is it helps to prevent a lot of diseases. We expect that a government will take more initiatives in the future to expand our product. Following the sustainable plans that will be how we will be sustaining in the future market. Our company uses eco-friendly products for delivering the products or services. We introduce many varieties of nutritive food. In order to expand our business in the future period, we are planning to get a funding support from the Tamil Nadu Entrepreneurship Development and Innovation Institute, shortly called as TNEDII, NABARD, and also from angel investors. The pentagram uniqueness of our business are: we provide product with no preservatives by following the traditional method in the modern culture. We also provide nutrition-based transport through our own social media platform. We are also rendering food delivery to our end consumers. The core strengths of our business are: we are the only women startup in food truck business in Coimbatore. We are getting support from online food delivery apps like Swiggy, Zomato. We have a tie-up with event organizers. We are also getting support from the food bloggers. Our company promotes nutrition-based and healthy fast food. We also have a chatbot assistant through which we will be solving our customer queries.
And this is our financial feasibility for our NutriQ foods. We have been producing 15 recipes, and 3 recipes we are generating the revenues from 3 recipes, that is Asian BT soupy noodles, and from foxtail millet fried rice, and gamja joram. From these products we are getting the revenues. Then the expected sales per month, 12,150 units has been sold out per month, and the expenses have been meeting out of 5,61,000 per month. Then the working capital required for our business to meet the short-term needs for our business is 5,22,725 per monthly. And the investment cost includes that vehicle, the mobile van for installation and equipment cost, then compliance cost and working capital, and all of adding up of all the investment costs is rounding up of 8,72,725. Then we will be generating the profit of 3,81,750 annually. Then the future goals, how we sustain, what our future destiny to reach in our future goal is mean expanding our business in promoting the nutritious meals at the restaurants, and we shortly below we will achieve the women participation in the end of second year. Then our business will promote the standard of living of people in India and building a healthier India. Thank you. Jai Hind. Then this is a product launch video. Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity to present our business plan.
Okay, Kirti, you have made a very good presentation. Your final goals are excellent. But some queries are there. For example, you have mentioned about eco-friendly products. What do you mean by eco-friendly products as far as this food item?
So eco-friendly products, what I stated here means most of the food truck business, they have been delivering their products in their plastic form of only. So what we thought means with the banana leaves and with the bamboo products, we will be packaging and all, we will be in the eco-friendly products. So it will be also will be eco-biodegradable. So we thought of producing eco-friendly products in packaging.
Is it practically possible in all products?
Yes, sure. We have been producing 15 recipes. For the 15 recipes, we will be packaging will be all done with the bamboos and the banana leaves.
Okay. Then you have already told that it does not have any preservatives.
Yes, sir.
How can you make it without preservatives? If you want to last a particular item for a longer duration without preservatives, how do you make it?
No, sir. For example, one recipe we will take, sir. We are Asian VT soupy noodles. So, for making that, we need a sauce, right? So instead of buying a sauce from supermarket or any, we will be preparing our own sauce in our own business itself, sir, without any preservatives, sir. Because
But
we practically,
how long it will be available? How long it will last?
For a maximum for 2 days, sir.
Okay, so if the consumer has to consume within 2 days.
Yeah, sir. For every order placed at a how can I say means the it will be last for 2 days, and if one customer place an order means at the time itself we will be preparing and we will be delivering to that consumer, sir.
So will you be mentioning those things in your box? It has to be consumed within 2 days.
No, sir, it is so Asian soupy noodles only. No, it's a recipe, no, sir. They will be ordering for eating at that time only. No, they will not be keeping in the refrigerator or.
Okay, fine. Then, similarly, have you made any study with the competitors? Which are the competitors which are in the market which are
Yeah,
available?
sir. Street
And have you
Arabia.
made any comparison?
Yeah, sir. For that, for the financial statement, I have been analyzed with the competitors. For example, Street Arabia is most of the competitor in specific to Coimbatore cities. And what the foods. What I analyzed means most of the business are been selling only non-vegetarian foods. But what I through the I didn't circulated any questionnaire, but through the observation study to the specific segment of the people, what I analyzed means most of the people are been getting that we have been only getting the non-vegetarian foods in the food truck business. So if we get a vegetarian food means it will be quite easy for the vegetarians. So in the race course we have been going to set up our business. So in that segment most of the people are being urged of getting vegetarian foods. So we are thought of getting promoting our business in form of millet based fast foods.
But these type of competitors who are supplying you vegetarian foods are also available, no?
No, sir. What I analyze means only two recipes have been they have been producing vegetarian foods. Mostly they have been producing non-vegetarian foods only in the mode of chicken. They have been producing. So only I think two recipes have been produced in the form of vegetarian. Sir.
Okay, then what about the other machines that you require for making this thing? Which are the machines and how much amount of cost it will come?
The missionary cost. The missionary cost is not much required, sir. Only that tawas and other miscellaneous expenses is required. So I thought of it around cost of 30,000, sir.
Okay. For example, if you make noodles, from where do you buy these noodles? Will you make it yourself?
No, sir. As I mentioned, we will be in the problem statement itself. I have mentioned that we will be procuring the raw materials directly from the tribal segments. So we will be with the help of we will soonly will be getting a tie up with from KVK because we have been underground with another project. We are another project which we present a business plan in Indosam. Already we get a tie-up for that business. For this business also, we soonly will get a tie-up with KVK. What that KVK means, we will get directly procuring the raw materials from them, and we will be preparing in our own food trucks.
Okay, so you are sure that you will be getting those raw materials without any preservatives.
Yeah, sir, sure.
So
Because
do you have any labs for testing that?
Yes, sir. We have own incubation center in our college, sir. As I told already, we have undergone with another project that also one millet flakes and millet nutribor. One product is R&D. It's so confidential. It's about to get a patent. So we have an incubation center in our college, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Kirti.
Yeah,
Good afternoon. I got a small question with you. Can you answer me that doubt? Kirti, you were telling most of the food trucks that are available are carrying non-veg diet. Okay. And you want to intend to supply something purely vegetarian. Okay. And your intention of approaching your target group are working women, college students, kids, and elders. Okay. If your vegetarian truck is parked alongside any non-vegetarian truck, do you think your truck will be more concentrated or more focused? Because
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
a sheer competition which you will face in the market.
Yeah, ma'am. This concept, what I analyzed also, we are going to place our food truck in the segment of racecourse area. In the racecourse area, we go on with an observation study that most of the people are the pedestrian. What they said mean they will go on with the walking in around of 6 o'clock, ma'am. So they thought we will be because after COVID, they thought of only a nutrition based food. They have been abiding for nutrition based food. So I asked to them now. So they said that we have been availing for a nutrition based in the segment of vegetarian foods. Then I asked if any non-vegetarian foods come means if what did you prefer? Would you prefer vegetarian or non-vegetarian? But most of the customer segments at that place, what they said means they've been focused on the vegetarian foods only, ma'am.
Okay, Kirti, that I do accept. But do you think that is more locality specific?
Locality
Okay, you were speaking now. First question is the taste of millet and taste of millet based foodstuffs. The thing is whether the general population will love to have it. That is one question. Second one is you find even when you go to different localities, there's a lot of drive for non-veg diet. There's a lot for rice-based diet. There are a lot of drive for millet-based diet. So I believe these may sell well with the locality which you were speaking like this, like people who are actually interested in vegetarian diet. But do you think it will go with all like the college students, everything? Do you think you can capture them in one go?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm telling
Because
you,
I
yes, sir. Please do. Please
yes,
do.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Why I'm giving this surety means because another project was under NutriFlakes, which became a very success for us, ma'am. So I thought of okay, if we promote the fast food into a nutrition fast food, most probably the most customer segments will be buying, ma'am.
Yeah, that is a very good business proposition. But my question is regarding the market. Have you really given a market test of your product? I mean, you spoke of a lot of recipes, right? Have you
Yeah.
really made it, gave to people, and got their? That's what I said. Market testing. Have you done it?
No, ma'am. All the recipes I didn't do that, ma'am.
Yeah.
Only specific recipe I have done, ma'am.
You are
Because
basically from Coimbatore, I think
yeah,
so,
ma'am.
right?
I'm from
So
Coimbatore.
in your part of, I'm not very much familiar with Coimbatore. What about the general population? I think they are more vegetarian going population, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
But what about the cities? When you go for cities and all, especially we're speaking about working professionals and all, these they do prefer more of branded stuff with more of non-vegetarian tag in it. Maybe because the amount of energy they get out of it. So in that context, how do you think you can position your millet-based food products, Kirti?
Yeah, ma'am. For this question, I have been analyzed in the title part, ma'am. HubSpot in the title part of collection of all the companies. What we analyze means my sister and all working there mean we get what we said means, would you prefer non-vegetarian or vegetarian? We asked, ma'am. But most of the working people in that title part, they said they will be focusing on the vegetarian foods only, ma'am, because they were night shift and the day shifts. So the night shift people are already focusing upon the health conscious. So they said that if any food truck or any food stalls came into their title park, means it will be more helpful for this, ma'am.
Okay, Kirti, I do accept that proposition, but I got a small thing which I believe you should be working upon, like the market in which you will be carrying your food truck. Food truck is very important. Okay, which means, hello, are you reading me, Kirti?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because the taste and preference of student people change across different localities. So I believe you should be going for a proper market testing before you actually venture into it. First thing, and second thing, you will also thank God you already told me your millet flake is already catching up. So based with that, maybe you can introduce these recipes so that at least people will taste and come to know about it, and then you will be having more of a quicker access to the market. Am I right, Kirti?
Yes, ma'am. You said no, ma'am. Whether you given your tested product recipes to? Yes, ma'am. I have been given two recipes to my one of my friends and one of my
My
faculties.
Kirti, the thing is, it is something called biased way. When I give a foodstuff to my friend, no matter how he is, he will just give me a good opinion.
No,
But
ma'am.
unbiased way, no, I'm not just arguing with you. Sorry, my dear, not that proposition from my part. It's better you go to the general public and get a feedback on it. Maybe a
Yeah, ma'am.
sampling would go. Would
What I
do.
coming to say means I also given tasting to my friend also as well as to my faculties, because my faculties have been giving a great support to continue my business plan.
Oh, fine.
And by and also I have given the recipes to that particular segment of that. I said no, ma'am, the race course also. I've been giving the two of the recipes. One of the dim sum momos, ma'am, because I've been participating in the cooking contest also, and I won the first prize also. And that judges also, they judge me, okay, this recipe is good, okay, you can go up with this business also. With that idea only, I've been catch up this business plan, this project.
Okay, Kirti. Good exposure, good practical knowledge. All my best wishes. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, team and judges. Now I call upon team number 5, Alan C. George, and team for their presentation.
So good afternoon to everyone. First of all, thank you for this wonderful opportunity to part of this competition, Impresa 2022. So due to the time constraints, I'm directly heading to our presentation. So our product is a power storage system, and we name our company as Ecologico Private Limited. And the tagline we are focusing is on Let's Foster Positivity. So let's go through the mission and vision. So the vision, to become an organization respected by consumers and preferred by investors, known for innovative solutions in power storage system. And coming to the mission, as we are focused on sustainable development, the mission is to reduce the usage of battery and its harm to environment, and thereby saving the environment for the future generation. Let's go through an introduction of our product. So in our present society, battery is the common product which helps us to store energy, but it leads to severe harm to environment and living beings. So the usage of battery results in release of corrosive liquids and dissolved metals that are toxic to plants, animals, and all our environment, biodiversity, etc. So each year, consumers dispose billions of batteries, all containing toxic metals such as cadmium, mercury, lithium, and lead, which become hazardous waste and pose stress to the health and biodiversity. So thus we are introducing an innovative power storage system which substitutes the battery.
Then moving to the source of capital. Based on the approximate value and the total capital calculated is 20 crore 77,47,100 in Indian rupee. The capital structure is divided into owners, private shares, and loan. The 35% of percentage is to owners and private share, and the remaining 30% is to loan from different banks and KSUM and so on. And the next slide indicates that the project startup requirements and working capital. Firstly, the project startup requirements include the assets like land, building, plant and machinery, equipment, furniture, solar panels, vehicle, and cash. The amounts are mentioned in the slide. In addition, the working capital. The total working capital per month is 7 crore 36 lakh 79,121.
Let's come to the 7 P's of marketing piece. So we would like to share information that the coordinators have informed us to add some of the information, some of the content in our presentation. So those contents are presenting in this section. The product, as I already mentioned, the product is a power storage system and which substitutes a battery. So we name the product and brand as Mecrano. So Mec is equal to mechanical energy, and Reno means renovation, to make something innovation. So the raw materials which are required are DC motors, chain and belt, casting wheels, dynamo, weight, switches, wires and cables, clutch system, relay circuit system, GI pipe, gear wheels, etc. And all of the raw materials we are planning to procure or occur from Coimbatore, which is in Tamil Nadu. So here's our product, and we are representing a graphical representation of product and as well as a physical. So we are planning to develop 3 types of products: small type, medium type, and larger type. And all of them, each of 3 we planning is to continuous of 7 hours usage. And the small type is used for household sector and more small shops, etc. And the medium type is used for local government institutions, banks, etc., like village offices, municipal offices, etc. And the larger type we focus on schools and building complexes. So let's go through the working of the products. So as I mentioned, the product is attached to a product. You can see in the physical representation as well as in the graphical representation of our product. So firstly, we lift the weight using the energy, which can be solar or electric energy, but we focus on solar energy. And here the energy is stored in the potential energy of the weight at its position. So then the weight will automatically fall down when it reaches a position. Here a kinetic energy is produced, and the fall down will result in the movement, which is the rotation of any wheels which connected to the weight. So finally, the dynamo connected to the wheels rotates according to the rotation of the wheels. Thus, the stored energy is extracted from the product. So in terms of production and sales, we are planning to produce 1,700 units per month and make at least available 1,200 units for sales. Coming to the place, initially we are planning to in target market as Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Goa, Andhra Pradesh region, based on basically South Indian regions, because it will be more convenient to us. And later we are planning to enlarge our target markets to other parts of India. Coming to the price, we are adopting a skimming price strategy, and for the small type product, we are pricing around 39,454 plus GST, and medium 46,254 plus GST, and for the last type of product 1,954 plus GST, and we are calculating a profit of 5,500, 6,500, and 14,000 per products.
Then moving to the promotion. Promotion is an indispensable factor for every organization and product. Social media and online marketing includes Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Facebook of our brand, and through the advertisement through Gmail promotion and the YouTube videos and the tech influencers, targeted social media ads, government support, popularized companies' achievements, attending tech shows, trade shows, and tech expos are the some promotion technique we use for promoting our product. Then people, Mecrano's human resource includes both skilled and unskilled laborers. India is a highly populated country with a vast amount of educated and uneducated laborers. Since India faces an unemployment currently, it is easy to find expert workers. Due to this crisis of unemployment, a large sum of laborers from Kerala as well as the nearby states are migrating to foreign countries in search of jobs. Also, we are targeting the expertise who back from the foreign countries due to COVID-19 pandemic, who registered in the NOCA. Such as people must be found out and used effectively. Then process of a product. The first phase of process is to acquiring the components from the outside suppliers. Then framing the frame is baseline of the Mecrano. After framing, move to the component assembly such as raw material, assembling the raw materials. Then before painting the product, the quality check team inspect the product. Then after painting, all the interior components are integrated with the finished goods. finished goods, and after interior designing, then covering, packaging, then transporting and delivery. This is the physical evidence of a product and our company.
Coming to the SWOT analysis. Coming to the SWOT analysis, as we want to inform us our strengths and weakness of our products. So strengths, it is a basic uniqueness of our product as well. So comparing to battery, so it is more durable, and the product is an eco-friendly product compared to battery, which causes serious harm to environment. And we expect a lifespan of about 70 to 25 years compared to battery. And it is not necessary to replace the product frequently. I mean, mechanism is not necessary to replace frequently. And the maintenance cost will include something like greasing and wear and tear, maintaining the wear and tear of the product. And the disposal of product doesn't make any serious harm to health or environment. I'm not saying that the product will not make any harm. It will make some environment harm to environment, but it will minimize the harm to environment comparing to the battery. Coming to the weakness, as in like any product, as in like any innovative product or startup product, the major weakness is the market reach. So, and thus the publicity and penetrating to a huge market is a Herculean challenge for us. And the size of product is the another weakness. So micronano is a sizable product compared to the daily using battery. The size of product can be up to a size of refrigerator. And the price of product, that's another weakness. The initial price of product is highly compared to battery. The price of micronano is 4,000 for approximate and 26,000 for a battery in the case of normal household consumption. I'm saying here about the small type products. Coming to the opportunities, we are expecting government support to energy and power-related startups, as we are focused, as we know, the government is supporting various startups based on Atmanirbhar Bharat and all, and also the upcoming sustainable development area and greater benefits and tax breaks from the government for the startups and sustainable development type of companies, and increasing concern about global warming causing to the increase of the opportunity, as well as the Joe Biden or the American president is supposed to rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement also, and the increasing cost in chemicals and fossil fuels.
Okay, then moving to the threats. There are some threats affect our product, but it's easily recouped. Then introduction of the new startup in power storage industry, disrespectful mentality of humans towards the nature, underdeveloped countries' hesitation to adopt new technology. These are the some threats affect our product. Then moving to target revenue. According to the market analysis, the approximate revenue for each month from each type of product. The small type of product 5,500, and the medium type 6,500, and the large type of product 14,000. And the total profit per month is 75 lakh, and the approximate profit per year is 9 lakh. According to the market analysis and the growth of the company, the company is expected to meet the break-even point within 2.5 years. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you. Then moving to the product launch video.
The way we generate electricity is changing. It used to come from big power stations, but now more electricity come from renewable energy owned by communities, businesses and households. We need to change the network to adapt in the future. The amount of energy produced by wind and solar varies depending on the weather. However, we use most of our electricity during peak periods, mainly in the morning and evening. One solution is to store the renewable electricity so we can use it when we need it. Charging during off-peak periods and discharging during peak periods of day helps in balancing the demand and supply of electricity locally and nationally. Storage can also help in managing power quality. The usage of electricity is increasing day by day as it is commonly used in all sectors of the society. Therefore, storage had become necessary. In the current scenario, batteries are the main source of storage. In our present society, battery is the common product which helps us to store energy, but it leads to severe harm to environment and living beings. The usage of batteries results in release of corrosive liquids and dissolved metals that are toxic to plants and animals. Each year consumers dispose billions of batteries, all containing toxic metals such as cadmium, mercury, lead, lithium, which become hazardous waste and pose threats to health and biodiversity. Thus we are introducing an innovative power storage product which substitutes the battery.
Let's save the earth.
Let's foster positivity.
Thus, we are launching our product Macro.
Gian.
So
Alan George. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you take the slide of your model, and can you explain its working once again?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that one.
Okay. So yeah, as you can see, in a black type, there is a weight attached to our product in the left side.
Okay. That is step-by-step process. You tell me. Step 1.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, you want to look.
Yeah.
First of all, you want to look that weight. No, that bucket which is
Yeah.
a weight.
Yeah.
So here we lift the weight using the energy, and we focus on
which energy? Which energy?
Solar energy.
Pardon?
Solar energy.
Solar energy. So how you are converting that solar energy to that work?
So, sorry.
How you are converting that solar energy into mechanical work?
So we are using the
DC.
DC. So yeah, we are using the DC motor to lift the weight.
Which DC motor?
So coming to the DC motor, we first of all we like to. I mean, the DC motor which is used in Maruti 800 car.
DC motor used in Maruti 800 car.
I mean, Maruti 800 car. Maruti 800 cars. Radiator.
Radiator, we are not using any motor.
So there is a motor attached in the engine, engine as well as in a refrigerator, and as well as the the front side of the car.
See, are you talking about a starter motor?
Yeah.
Starter motor used in vehicles.
Yes. So we are using that. So we are using that motor to lift the weight.
So you are again thinking that the normal solar power will be able to lift that weight with the help of that motor.
Yes, sir. We are done in various previous competition in physical as well as physical.
Okay. No problem. I am just asking you. Fine. You have lifted it initially. Then.
So after lifting, it will reach a particular position.
Okay.
So here it is like it's like an illusion, like it is stored energy in the like a potential energy something.
Yeah, that is now the bucket is at the top.
Yes.
Fine. Then afterwards.
And afterwards, if there is no solar energy or something, it will automatically fall down.
Okay.
So as you can see, there are various wheels which are connected to the weight. Various wheels which are connected to the weight.
Okay.
So then the fall down will result in the rotation of wheels.
Okay.
And finally, the rotation of wheels, and also there is a dynamo connected to the wheels.
Okay.
And the rotation of wheels will force the rotation of dynamo, and here the energy is produced.
Okay.
So the energy is stored instead of battery in this product.
Then afterwards it comes down. Then afterwards again.
So
once it comes down, afterwards.
Afterward, we need an inverter to convert it for household consumption or something.
No. Gian, initially it was you have lifted it, then it was at the top, it came down up to the bottom stream. Then what will happen?
So as I already mentioned, when the wheels are rotating, the dynamo is also rotating.
Fine. It rotated. Now the bucket is at the bottom stream. Now what will happen?
So during that process, during that process where the wheels are connecting and the wheels fall down, the weight, when the weight is fall down, that process is the energy is we are retrieving back.
Okay. Then what is the next step?
Then the dynamo is, I mean, using the inverter, we are converting the energy for household consumption.
That is, from the alternator you are getting some energy, you are again storing to a battery. Okay.
No, it's you only using inverter.
Fine. It is used in the inverter. Then afterwards, what is the next step?
So afterwards, as an inverter, it can be used as an household consumption.
No. You have used it in the inverter. Then afterwards, now the bucket is at the bottom level. Then what are you going to do?
Sir, the energy is stored there, and during the process of falling downwards, it is extracting the energy.
Okay, dear. Okay, John, you have got some energy. Afterwards, again, if you need more energy, what will you do?
So afterwards, as I mentioned, there is a 7 hours continuous usage. The fall down will result around 7 hours. After that, also we want to lift the product. I mean, we want to lift the weight.
See, John, have you calculated the energy required for lifting this weight and the energy that you are producing?
Sir, initially, this is a prototype, and when we do science fairs and social science fairs, we used a DC motor for 15 ampere and 12 volt. So after retrieving, to the dynamo is producing around 36 ampere, and we converted that to we converted using the inverter to a 230.
John, one more thing I'd like to tell you. Hope, are you from a mechanical student?
No, sir. I'm a commerce. BCom.
See, in mechanical, there is a concept called PMM1, perpetual machine motion of first kind. Okay, so we can't, whatever energy that you are generating and whatever energy that you are eliminating from that, so these two has to match. Okay, you can't produce more from that. And one more thing, you are thinking about only charging. If you are discharging, what will happen? If you are continuously drawing that energy from the battery, what will happen to that entire system? How the system will survive?
Sir, can you explain?
Continuously, you are drawing energy from a system. Then how this system will survive? Normally, we are using our utensils, your electrical gadgets, you are running the fan, you are switching on the lights and etc. So continuously, you are taking energy. So how does this system will work continuously?
So
if it is loaded.
I'm thinking that you were asking about the durability of product, right?
No, dear. Initially, you have lifted it once it came down. Okay, continuously some charge is being created. Physically, you can lift it. For based upon that, some amount of energy will be there. But continuously, we are taking that energy. We are utilizing it in the household. For example, switching on the fan, switching on the light, etc. It is draining. So how it will produce more? How it will sustain?
So we have 7 hours of usage now. 7 hours of continuous usage we will getting, right? Afterwards, there is as I already said, there are some weakness in this product, and one of the weakness is that we doesn't have a proper engineer or something, an expert or something in this. So after initiating an expert or engineer or something, we can develop it more like a proper selling product. I already mentioned that it's a prototype only.
Okay, I'm not discouraging you, but you have to be very strong with your basic fundamentals, John Allen. Okay, before proceeding with this further. Okay, thank you.
So one thing I want to add is that so basically it's like a business presentation, right? So when we presented it in some tech expos and some social science fairs, we got some appreciation that it is working okay, and the working is okay. And also during the 2020 social science fair, I am been the winner of the social science fair Kerala 2020. So the working of the product is pretty easy, as I already mentioned that I need a proper engineer to develop it into more automation or something like a usable product. Now,
John, I'd like to tell you that initially you will be getting some charge. If you lift it physically, the load will go up, and when the load is coming down, your battery will get charged. Fine. But if you are continuously taking energy from the battery, you just think how long it will survive. Who will lift this weight again?
Sir,
because you are charging and discharging is not proportional. You have to think the practical scenario. Initially, sometimes you may be able to glow a bulb, but continuously, if you are discharging, it is
so
very difficult.
I got the question, sir. Here we can see only there is 2 or 3 wheels connecting to a battery. But every time I am increasing the number of wheels, every time I am increasing the number of casting wheels, we get more hours of usage. And
Okay, okay, Jian, I'm not discouraging you. You think you have a detailed literature survey before proceeding with it further. Okay, thank you.
Hello, Gian.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. Gian, I'm not going into technicalities because I accept that I am zero as far as technicality is concerned. Okay. But my little knowledge tells me you, as Sir Vinod sir really said, how much you take in and how much you're giving, you must be having an idea about it. It requires a technical expert to guide you there. Okay, so I'm not conjuring into that aspect. So better you take a technical advice before you proceed with the idea. Okay, maybe when you take a technical advice, you might be able to restructure or redefine it or redesign it much better manner. Okay. And again, John,
Yes, ma'am.
my next question is this particular entire apparatus consumes lot of space.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think in future when time is a very sorry the space is very what do you get very costly commodity, especially in urban areas, do you think such a big gadget will be accepted by the market?
So as I already mentioned, it's the size of a refrigerator. So if we
Yes.
can use a refrigerator in flat or something, any kind of field, any
In
kind of
my
building.
Gion,
Mm.
in a flat or in an apartment, every square feet has a particular value. So you don't actually when a small battery is available, why should you go for a big gadget which has to be recharged every 7 hours?
So that comes the durability of the product.
But
So
even
batteries.
no, there is also one more thing. When
Mhm.
there are rechargeable batteries allowed, which can be recycled, do you think one person will opt for such a mechanical instrument that too consuming so much of space in his backyard? And that too, that requires another source of energy to activate it, and that too, that requires 8 hours recharging.
So here also the battery is also recharging through electrical energy. First of
Yes,
all,
I
we
do
want to.
accept, but look at from the point of view of a buyer or a person in an urban area. Do you think he's ready to give you a refrigerator space to keep your equipment with all
Yes, sir.
these?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is the batteries are so when coming to the present situation,
Uh,
batteries are also important to like a
may
refrigerator.
I ask you on that? There are a lot of batteries which are rechargeable, and when you see they are sometimes even recyclable. So, what do you have to say on it?
So as of my knowledge, I know I want to say that, ma'am, in
Many
a
of the
battery.
electronic gadgets nowadays come with the recyclable, and if you really trace out how these things are, like generally in our place we give it to acri, which we call acri person, but generally if you look at it, there are certain standards and there are some people who collect exclusively these gadgets so that they can be recycled. That is also coming into fray.
Ma'am,
I know
every kind.
one agency named Dijang. They
Oh,
actually have the license to collect such stuff. So
every
in
kind.
that pardon, yes please.
Sorry, you can.
Yes please.
Okay.
John.
So every kind of battery cannot be recycled, ma'am.
Mhm.
Even though we want to recharge the battery water, we can to recharge the battery by using the recharge water and all. So
No,
that's
Gion, here the thing is, people are moving from non-rechargeable to chargeable these days.
yeah.
Okay, rechargeable. Now, in next point of time, maybe in a 1, 2 to 3 year point of time, these batteries will be replaced by something else. So
Yeah.
when you are beginning an innovative idea, please bear this in your mind. Don't think for the next 2 or 3 years. Then for the maybe 5 to years from now, whether that will be working out. That is what you must be really thinking about.
So,
You might
ma'am,
be yes,
so
please,
ma'am,
John.
battery, even though it's recycled, it can be used only for around 5 to 6 or 7 years.
That the
But
Gion, that is a trend today. You can't say what will be the trend next week.
so the trend can be this product also, ma'am.
Yeah, the trend can change. Your product, provided you got a good technical advice, can be redefined or redesigned in a much better way, and then something acceptable by the customer.
Okay.
Maybe in future point of time, that depends on how you combine your idea with the technical experts.
Technical expert.
Okay. That is like if you are into it, Just ask for a technical advice, redefine, and so that a customer at an urban location will opt for a battery, a reachable apparatus from you. And that too, nowadays you must know portability is a very important thing. The space it covers is a very important thing, and the way by which the technological updations are going, simple throwaway batteries got replaced by rechargeable batteries. Now rechargeable, recyclable batteries are coming in, and next day you don't know why you just hold it to the sun. You can charge your gadget. So there are a lot of innovations coming in, and so whenever you are thinking about an innovative product, two things bear in your mind: what is the technical updation so far? One, two, what has the technical experts to speak on it?
So, ma'am, whenever we introducing something in your product, it will not be 100% okay for the direct consumption or something. Yeah, yes, we need some updations and technology.
You need updations, and this is a platform for you to present. And we give you, we are humble, simple creatures, but even then we can give you suggestions. As we know, sir aptly said, just sit on as technical advice.
Yeah,
and
I'm coming so to say that I'm saying to that.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, we cannot be produce something 100% product to at the initial stage itself. We want to get technical updations from even though the product is delivering to a customer, we want technical updation from there also to develop our product or create a market.
Gion, the first thing is you are developing a product. Will the market take it or not? There lies the product. Beyond the idea, the product which you put in the market, will they take it or not is where your success or failure lies, not in a competition. That's a fact.
Yes.
Got it. In a competition, you might emerge a winner because you are good in defending yourself. But in actual life, whether the market takes it or not determines the future of your idea.
Yeah,
Okay, Chion, good defense. Go for a much better technical advice on it. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure, ma'am.
All my best wishes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks to the team and the judges. And now we come to an end of the presentation. And thank you all the competitors for their presentation. We kindly request our judges to share about Impresa too. Vinod sir, please sir.
Okay, because almost 6 teams were there and they have presented different ideas, and it comes under the cross section of all engineering and other management fields, and especially power storage, bioport, Constrip, Nutri-Straw, and paper straw. All these things have demonstrated the technical qualities of the students, and the management areas, the marketing areas also they have demonstrated. But I'd like to point out that the main thing is that whenever you are approaching an idea, you should able to come up with some observational skills and what all skills people have already developed. For example, you are not supposed to reinvent the wheel. Do a very good literature review, identify the pitfalls, then try to modify those designs so that there should be some sort of innovation. And similarly, whatever things that you are innovating, it should be clearly be beneficial to our society. That is the main thing. It should be a sustainable innovation. And point number 3 is that whenever you are making a presentation, you should be able to quantify the details. For example, what is a present scenario? What is our innovation? How it is going to affect the market? Who are the competitors? What are the benefits that you are going to come up with that? When our technology or when it will be able to break even? What is the investment? What are the returns? When it will become break even and all? So be quantify the details. And similarly, presentation and videos also they were good, and they can improvise it, making it more lively and all. But the students have taken much amount of efforts for coming up with this presentation and innovation and all. So thank you to the organizers for organizing this program, and similarly to the students, you have a very good literature review, improve your presentations further, and present it in more number of competitions, and you will be the winners. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. And Manju ma'am, please.
Good afternoon, all of you. At the first outset, I am telling you something which all students should bear in your mind whenever entrepreneurship and innovations come. It's not like I have an idea and I could present it so everyone will accept it. There's two phases in it. First, your idea, and first see whether it's viable or not. And after you feel it's viable, convert into paper and then into a prototype. So when you get an idea, think about not only that you got a good idea, your friends might be hailing you, oh, you got a good idea, but check what is your idea status. If it is technologically based, definitely you got to go for lot of Googling on it. You have to identify what is the present scenario, because technology wise, every moment things are changing. That's the first thing. Second thing is that we have a feeling that it will work well. It's not we have a feeling. The customer will have a feeling that the product will work with him. Only then we will survive. So we might be participating in business competition. We will be getting grand prizes and all. But when it comes to hatching out, that is putting it into viability, the thing is things don't matter. So two things I'm requesting all my dear students. First, when you have an idea, see what is the technology wise or market wise status as of now, that is competitor wise status as of now. Second thing, conduct a good research. If you want to hire electricians and plumbers, see what is their lifestyle and how they get paid back. Just go check, look into the grassroots level. Third thing, which I came across, everybody was naming their company, they were giving positions and all. My dear fellows, only after you start business, you will come to know that there is nothing in all these places and positions. You want to drill it, drug it, and see that your business comes to end, then we will go place for places. You can name the product, but that product naming should be backed by sufficient market research. Okay. And anyways, I never expected students like you to come with fantastic ideas like that. There will be shortcomings, but I'm telling you, as Renu ma'am was telling, around 20, it has come to four, best five or six. So you have come up. That is, there is no end in your life. When you're innovating, go on innovating. Every failure must be a path to your success. And I congratulate all the participants. You've done your best, very best, and I wish all the best to you and hope we can meet in similar platforms in future. Thank you all, and thank you Renu and all the whole team from St. Peter's. Thank you Vinod sir for the support. Thank you.
Thank you so much, judges, for your valuable advices. And now I welcome Dr. Renu Susan Samuel, Assistant Nodal Officer of IEDC, President of IIC, St. Peter's College, Colangeri, for delivering vote of thanks.
I know it's very late and we have exceeded beyond the anticipated time. Anyway, it was a very competitive and excellent presentation, and we had two valuable and eminent competent judges in this area. So it has been a wonderful time. I didn't even notice it is almost 1:30. Okay, so without wasting much time, let me move on to my responsibility. I thank by I start by thanking our Lord Almighty for making us conduct this event successfully without any much delay or any technical glitches, since it is online. So, and next I express my gratitude to our principal for his constant and support at all levels. Let it be the conduct of this event or in the publication of the book. He is the backbone of all our endeavors. So thank you, Shaja sir. It's a privilege to have two eminent and distinguished judges, Dr. Vinod V., Professor, the Department of Mechanical Engineering, NSS College of Engineering, Palakkad, and Ms. Manju Alex, Head of the Department of Business Management, Chimyan College, Tripunithra, and an old friend of mine. Thank you, dear judges, for accepting our invitation, and I should thank Pradeep sir and Kiriyandan. They have been the ones who suggested your names, and we are very happy to have you here today. I sincerely thank um, all the students who enthusiastically participated in this program, not only the finalists who presented their ideas today, but also all the others who couldn't make it to the final six. But even then, their ideas were not at all bad. It was all good. We had a very tough time in finalizing the last six. On this occasion, I take the opportunity to thank all the chapter contributors also to our book. And I thank our management and the sponsors of this program, Synthite and Loudens, for their financial support. And I should also remember our librarian, Dr. Annette Suman Jose, and the publisher, Laura and Ed, for helping us publish the book. I should next thank my colleague and the assistant, nodal officer of IDC, ARIA convener and IIC convener, Dr. Sona S. Dev, who has been with me from the beginning till the end, always together in this. And behind every successful program, there is a team effort. It's our team of 7 leads who have been working day and night for the smooth conduct of this event. Thank you, dear students. We have our faculty members, faculties from other institutions, authors had joined in the beginning, then students from other colleges. From the depth of our heart, we thank you all for being here. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you, Renu Miss. Every day holds the possibility of a miracle. So keep hoping for the best and keep shining. And thank you so much all for being a wonderful part of the event, Impresa 2022-23. Winners of the event will be announced at various. Thank you so much all for your participation and thank you.